Whenever ready? Yep.
I'll give this a try. Probably have to do it a couple times. All right.
Cameras pick that up. You got that?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Season 2 of Nine and Dime. I am Mathew Stafford. That gentleman over there is Cooper Kupp. For Season 2, we're going to do a little bit of a limited series, 4 podcasts for you guys. Longer form vodcast, which I found out today is a word.
I was going to correct you.
I was unaware. But we will dive into some other topics, a little bit deeper dive into some of the things that got us to this point, and then we'll have a couple guests. We heard you guys loud and clear out there, fans of the vodcast want some guests, so we'll try to do our best to bring that to you.
I mean, we had to really dive into the budget to get these guys in here, so hope you guys appreciate that.
Agreed. Thank you to our executive producers for getting that done.
Finding a way to negotiate. Those prices were steep. Episode 1, we're going to dive into the old college days. Obviously, I was very highly touted coming out of Yakima, Washington.
Which we found out today, the New York of the West Coast.
The New York of the West Coast, the Palm Springs of Washington. It's actually the full title of how that goes. I mean, recruiters knocking at my door, hiding from people just because I could not get away from they're sharks out there.
We've all seen the high school pictures. It's on a lot of T-shirts. We can understand why you were a big-time recruit.
Yeah, we're going to dive into that a little bit, what the process was like, and then also what our college careers were like, do a little deep dive on it. But before we do that, we're going to get into the warm-up, a little got it game, which I knocked out of the park in season 1.
We're
going to give Matthew another shot. We're going to give Matthew another shot at this thing. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Alarm.
3, 2, 1. Emergency.
Exit.
3, 2, 1. Escape.
I didn't even have a word.
That was good. Too fast. Good. I know. It's fast. It's fast. I feel like I was close though, right? Like our second one was one thing together.
Yeah. Turns out we still are below average.
Okay. Look, the point is that this game is
We're
impossible, and it doesn't. It's no indication of intelligence.
So we say.
So that's good. I'm warm. I'm sweaty.
I am also
My
sweating.
Thighs
I believe we
sticking to the leather again.
Turned the AC off again, which
keep
is
doing the leather chairs.
Awesome.
Let's get into this episode. All right. We hope you enjoy this episode 9 and Dime. All right, so jumping into the old college days, we've touched on a little bit of, obviously I was very highly touted. You also had some degree of excitement, I guess,
sure,
about you coming out. Offers including Georgia, Florida State, Michigan, Oklahoma, Texas.
Keep going.
Yeah. So some good ones.
Yeah, it was good.
They came in late though.
Yeah, super late. Went to a couple camps. No, I actually I was lucky enough to be recruited at an early age. I started playing for the varsity as a sophomore and got some offers after that year and throughout my junior year. And I actually ended kind of my recruitment in the spring of my junior year, before my senior season, because I didn't really want to be dealing with all that kind of stuff while we were trying to, win a state championship or, play ball or whatever. Is that Higby? Oh, you're the man.
Oh.
That was what you ordered, right? I want to get that right. It's your favorite?
Good. This is,
Starbucks for
I
Cooper.
love this.
Who would have thought?
This is.
Hey, man. Thanks.
This is something.
I'll tell you what. Congratulations, man.
I've got no
I figured you wanted the one you always get.
For what this is. Yeah, you ordered this for me?
Yeah. I told Higgs to pop in because I didn't know you were going to have the caffeine gum before, but
yeah,
now you're really doubling down.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
It's good. I'm happy.
Now you're happy.
I'm good.
But yeah, no, back to recruiting.
I will not be drinking that.
There you go. Attaboy. Figured you'd like that.
On that. I am so thrown off right now by what just happened.
It was not the plan at all. I was just trying to get you something to wet the whistle.
Yeah.
But, so we were talking about recruiting. So I ended my recruitment my junior year and then ended up committing to Georgia as a senior.
So you said, we were talking before this, you only took one official because you couldn't official until your senior year, I'm guessing. Was that
Yeah,
rule?
I think that's right. I don't remember.
So you
It
were
was
like
20 years ago.
You were
but,
kind of No, I know. It was
but
a
yes,
long
I think
time ago.
that's correct.
So you didn't? Would you talk to coach? Did you have coaches come visit you, like be at the house and talk with you and do all
I
that?
only had one in the house, but they would come to like practice and stuff,
would?
or come to spring football.
Head coaches,
Yeah,
big names. Just
yeah. I mean, there was some.
say
Yeah, there were some coaches that came to practice or found ways to write recruiting letters and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to it. I kind of had it boiled down pretty early to schools I wanted to go to. Both my parents went to Florida State, so I was a big Florida State fan growing up.
Why didn't you go to Florida State?
Tell
them the truth, though.
Yeah, I just didn't think that at that point the program was going in the right direction.
Such a very diplomatic.
Yeah,
very
thank you.
diplomatic answer. Did you tell Bobby Bowden that?
I did not. I was a huge Bobby Bowden fan.
Yeah.
I had a signed Bobby Bowden football growing up that my parents gave me, so I was still a huge fan. But their offensive coordinator was Coach Richt, and he had gone to Georgia and doing his thing there. So I took an unofficial to Florida State, Texas, and I think Oklahoma as well.
With the
What?
Bob Stoops.
Yeah, Bob Stoops.
Father of
Mac Brown was at
current
Texas at that point.
Teammate.
Correct. And
Drizzy Drake Stoops.
I told you that Texas
Yes.
in passing the other day.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to this Texas. I'm going to bore you guys for a minute. I'm going to Texas, unofficial visit with a buddy of mine, Jake Felt. Real story. His dad played at Texas, and I'm walking to the game, and we're just walking one by one by one. There's a million people around. I'm just trying to stay out of the way, head down, and my buddy in front of me just swims a parking meter, and I just took it straight to the chest, down for the count.
Both legs up, arms up, and you just slid down.
Cartoonish. I thought to myself, man, they must think I'm a real stud here at Texas. Anyways, didn't go there either.
Well, because they pulled the scholarship offer.
Pulled
at that
it,
point.
immediate pull,
So,
nonner. We got to
Mac
get him out of
Brown.
here.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, so I did my one official visit to Georgia, but that was even after I had committed.
Did you do a signing day TikTok?
TikTok,
Back in-
yes,
yeah,
I did. Yep,
You did put
on a
whole-
grandfather clock. It was TikToking in the background. No TikTok, but I did have a little. I don't even want to call it a press conference because it was not a lot of people, but my high school coach, I think he got me a cake,
Oh.
and I did not have multiple hats.
Candles. And, you didn't do the hats thing either?
They sang me happy birthday. No. But no multiple hat situation. I think it was just similar to The Decision,
Yeah.
to take my talents not to
Similar
South Beach to Athens, Georgia.
Similar production to the
Similar
whole thing.
production
Yeah,
value.
that's good.
But I did some deep dive on you and your recruiting process. It says schools listed on Rivals.com.
So these are the ones that I chose.
Correct. It says written by Cooper and his
I was
dad.
asking these schools. Are
Eastern
you
Washington, Portland State, Washington State. It says Idaho State offer here.
They did offer.
That's great.
Yeah.
So 2 of the 4.
Yeah.
And then it says wanted to go to Yale and also had the grades to do so. Yale State, is that like a different school near
is.
Yakima? Or?
It's the community college.
Oh,
the local
yeah.
community college there. Yeah.
Tell us about Yale. I want to know about Yale. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah. So this was my recruiting thing. In all seriousness, I was not highly recruited, right? I was the kid watching, all the letters come in for the Mathew Staffords of the world, and you guys walk around. You would tuck those into your pockets and walk around with those falling out of your pockets.
I stuck them to all my binders so that people knew. That's what I did.
Yeah. Yale was the first school that showed me any interest. So that's why it wasn't like, I want to go to Yale.
How does that happen?
How are they the first school to show me interest?
What were you just elite grades?
Oh yeah,
Big surprise.
I was electric.
Super dialed.
I was electric in the classroom.
Nice.
I had decent grades.
Yeah.
I was good. I knew stuff. Did my homework. I read the books and did stuff. Yeah, no, it was good. I did that stuff, but then I was, I've talked about before, but Yale, I'm going into my senior year, they're the only school that talked to me. I go my first game, and the dad of the guy that was recruiting me was the O-line coach at Yale. His dad was at my first game, just by chance happened to live in East Wenatchee.
Okay.
So he's there watching the game, and I'm thinking, this is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, they're interested. I'm going to go ball out, hopefully. And he's going to have firsthand witness of me playing well. And I did. I had a great game, threw a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, caught a touchdown, played well.
Yeah.
Got a call on Monday. Hey, let's talk during your lunch. Give me a call.
Yeah. From this guy's dad?
No, from the guy recruiting me.
Okay, cool.
So I'm like, perfect. I go out for lunch. I'm go sit in my car. I got my notepad out. I'm running down all the details because I'm about to get my first, if they don't offer, but it's like a financial package. And so I'm about to get this whole thing set up. He called me. He's like, hey, we're going to go a different direction. We got, we're looking at these, slot receivers. We want to go kind of a smaller, quicker guy. And so I played the best game of my, high school career and lost the only interest that I had.
From a non-scholarship Ivy
League school.
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah. So then, all the offers I did have, Idaho State, Eastern, were actually during basketball season my senior year. So
Will they watch you hoop and then?
No, I don't think they were watching that. It was just, it took a while. They probably had other stuff fall through and then and fell back on me.
Yeah, what are we doing if we're not taking Cooper Kupp? I mean, come on.
It is what it is,
Holy
It is
cow.
It is what it is. So yeah, that was very different to me. But
did you have anybody else on your high school team that got recruited?
We did have guys that got recruited. We had guys that were recruited. I don't know if anyone else got offered. We had a guy go and play basketball at Seattle University.
Okay, not the Supersonics.
No, not the Supersonics. Okay. We had some guys go play in Oregon at some Division II schools.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of interest in the guys. They just never came to fruition.
I was asking you about hooping earlier because it says it's deep dive here. Any consideration for basketball in college because you guys won the 4A state championship, and real deep dive, obscure fact of the day, held Zach LaVine to 4 points in a quarterfinal game.
The
quarterfinals.
The points
huge game.
Yeah, the points thing.
Beat him up.
Is up for debate. Where do you want to say it? He ended with 14 points. I didn't play the fourth quarter though.
Zone defense.
We were up. No.
He was just on your side.
No, it was man to man. It was full court. It was full court.
Okay.
I'm gonna admit that I played pretty good defense that game.
I can believe that.
But all I did was not let him shoot a 3-pointer, make him drive, help defense.
Yeah.
So it was more of that kind of thing. And we were out. We were up 35 by the end of the third. So they pulled the stars out.
35?
Oh yeah. And we won the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, how tall was he back then?
How tall is he now? He's 6'3", 6'4". Then
I think he's taller than
no,
that.
I'm saying then.
Okay.
He was.
And how tall were you?
I was 6'6".
He's 6'5" now.
6'5" now.
So he was not 6. He wasn't like.
He was 6'3". He was
taller than everybody.
Taller than everyone on our team.
Yeah, I got you.
Our tallest guy was 6'2".
Okay.
We dunked 0 times in one state.
That's
the
impressive.
entire season.
Really bad for the state of Washington.
Adam Levine came out of Washington. So
Adam Levine? Zach Levine.
Did I say Adam Levine?
It's okay. He's a good rocker. But Zach Levine, yes. Got it.
I am so sorry,
You held him to
Zach.
4 points.
I just need to apologize to Zach for what just happened. I don't even listen. Is that Maroon 5?
Don't act like you don't know.
Come on. Is it?
Cooper's a big Voice fan. Is he still on the Voice? I don't know.
You talked about my high school photo and all of the recruitment it brought me. I would love.
I'm sure
there's no way you did it now, but I want the photos. But this isn't even.
That's sophomore year, I think.
Look, what I want is a year-by-year play. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to diagnose this disease that you have, which I'm pretty sure is Benjamin Button, but I haven't really been able to dive into it enough to say for certain.
That's the toughest one.
No. The Georgia one's. Oh, that's the best one you're saying.
No, I'm not.
That's the best you looked.
You think that's the best one?
As a child. Oh my.
That's freshman.
Goodness. So yeah, if we
kind
of get these rolling here, what I think it is you. This is what I think you did. You were like this. Oh, that's my favorite one.
That's probably senior year.
That one right there is my favorite one. Oh my Goodness, look at that guy.
That guy was.
This is what you did.
That guy could throw the ball.
Career path. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Looking at this, you're going this way, right? So this was
Linear.
Yeah. So you were doing good, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like you start like looking better. Then what happened is you went
To high school.
it's like normal. Let's do normal. Normal. Like you're a kid. You're up. You're good, right? And you like start to look better, and then eventually you start to get like look worse,
Yes.
right? It's kind of like a.
Yeah.
Your thing was kind of like you start to look better, then you took this huge dip.
Yeah.
Something happened,
Yeah.
and then you slowly just started creeping your way back up
Yeah.
as you've gotten older, and it's an interesting thing. I don't know.
No,
what
I
it
don't
is.
know. That's a tough look. I'll give you that. That's a tough
Yeah.
look. That's not a good look in high school.
I just think we need to keep track of it, and the scientists out there need to just secretly keep an eye on Mathew Stafford because he's doing something. He's doing something.
I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
like a fine wine.
Whatever
Anyway,
you say.
we can move on. So we go through the recruitment process. We're to freshman year now.
Okay. Freshman year of college.
Freshman year of college, and you trued probably.
I what?
Trued.
What does that mean?
Played as a true
played as a
freshman.
true? Yeah.
Trued.
I did. I thought you were trying to say through and you were tongue-tied. Through. No, trued.
No,
Got
trued. You trued.
it. I did. I trued.
Pretty good season.
Ugh.
9-4.
Yeah, I mean,
Some good wins.
yeah, some solid.
These stats here are not typical Mathew Stafford stats.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't that good of a
Number
year.
4 at Auburn, 14 of 20 pass attempts, like 14 of 20 completions.
I'll take
Two
that.
attempts, 219 yards,
Yeah.
a passing touchdown. But this is where I want to dive in.
Yeah, let's go.
My note card says
I remember this
7
game.
rushes for 83 yards and a touchdown.
Yep. And you're wondering
And
if that's a typo.
I'm sure it's 8.3.
Yeah.
7 rushes for 8.3 rushing yards.
No,
and
that's a
one
real
rushing
number.
touchdown.
Back in the day, could scamper a little bit. Rainy game. Second half got real rainy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to remember this completely, but like took the
here we go.
air out of the ball a little bit.
Of course you
Yeah.
did.
Took the air out of the ball a little bit, and
It's
started
interesting-
running. This is not the game. Sorry.
Well, I don't understand though.
That was
why
my
you would.
senior. No, maybe
This
that
isn't. This
Oh,
isn't.
that
even-
is the game.
this
I'm
is-
sorry. That is the game. I'm sorry. There's Craig Lumpkin.
Well, it's
Just threw
interesting
that-
to me. Go back
threw
to that
last
first
one.
play.
AJ Bryant.
Why did is that Durham?
Yeah, it's Durham. Yeah.
Durham.
Which-
the swag looks a little Benny Skoish.
Yes.
Why did you not turn over your left shoulder there?
That's how we did it right there, man.
This is
I
how
left
I know.
145 bent or 145 takeoff. Got to peek the weak side corner right here at the snap, and then make sure the weak side corners because we don't have our back was not going back for number 4, and then turn and cut one loose. But yeah, anyways, kind of like a rainy day, and took the air out of it late.
Yeah.
And
ball.
called some zone reads. That plays a zone read.
I want to see him running. Can you pull up the one of him?
I
of him
fumbled
running?
on one of my runs. I'll never forget. I got a call
I
from
didn't see that stat on here. It's nice.
got a call from the booth, Bobo in the booth, asking me what the HE double hockey sticks I was doing. I told him I was trying to
You
win
guys
the
got-
game.
And that was the circle like phone that you
Gosh,
guys
this one,
use.
remember when I've told you before that I cut Quentin Gross
Oh, yeah.
on a zone read?
Is it?
Huh?
Wow, you are a dirty player.
Right? Wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. I would not have done
What
that.
are you supposed to do? Just sit there and let him tackle you? But yeah, so we
have
we
a run.
called some zone reads. I pulled
Oh,
some. There's a
here we
QB draw.
go.
Yeah, I probably fumbled. Look, I almost fumbled it right there.
Yeah, you do.
A little bit of a rainy day. Fumble.
Stumbling, bumbling.
Touchdown.
look
Oh,
at
that was a
what
short
kind
one.
of
I think we
action
had.
you
I
got
had
for
like a
us.
longer one in the game.
Oh,
Whatever.
look at that. That guy, you're wrapping your legs around him.
I don't know, man. I'm exhausted at that point. Look at that right there. Fullback dive to Brandon Sutherland. More
Wow.
could you want? But yeah. So yes, I ran the ball in that game.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You look good.
It was.
Let's see here. We've got. I mean, you played some other ones. I wasn't going to touch on it really, but like the Virginia Tech and the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Were you like, had you been eating at Chick-fil-A too much before that?
Oh,
and
you know what?
you just didn't have a really good. Like you weren't feeling that game.
I saw that on something that they had sent us. Tough line,
Tough. Oh yeah.
right?
It's not great.
No. Completion percentage, not
Below
good.
50.
Below 50. did throw, if I can remember correctly, threw a post to
Do we have these ones?
an old teammate
We
of mine
only-
that was actually in Detroit. Never mind. That
We
doesn't
only
matter.
have
But the touchdown.
Let's see the Chick-fil-A bowl. So this is Matthew after he's
yeah.
eaten. I believe he had just finished 3 bags of Chick-fil-A.
3 bags.
Pre-game. Here, so look at you all the way down there.
Yeah, man. Carry out your fake.
You're just they kept the camera on you. You were just sprinting down the sidelines.
We threw that's Sutherland. That must have been 144. Haynes. You guys, old Georgia guys would like that. That was the old number, the old signal.
Oh wow!
There it is. There it is again.
That's your passing touchdown.
Yes, and then I actually threw a fake lead, fake reverse, wheel, stock, and go to that same guy.
Oh yeah,
Martrez Milner, number 87, for a big gain in that one to kind of help seal it. That was the 2-point conversion, which was a cone in and out, run a now, and then run like a glance behind it.
Did you
and
give a
just
action?
read number 3. He played low, so I threw it high.
Yeah,
that whole deal.
it's good. It's good. You guys won that game.
We did. There was a cooler play in there, but whatever. We'll find
You
it.
just had the interception. No. Okay.
No,
it's fine.
I threw a pick that game. Does it say that? I don't remember it that well.
It says here that you threw one.
Blacked out on all the bad plays.
So a good freshman year though overall.
It was honestly really up and down. I got pulled we had a fifth-year senior was the quarterback going into the season. He played the first game. I came in like late in the game, just kind of clean up. And then the second game we were at South Carolina, and me, Joe Cox, Blake Barnes were all kind of like these in limbo as who the backup was. Joe Tereshinsky was our fifth-year senior starter. And Coach Rick came up to me before the game in warmups and was like, hey, if Joe gets hurt, you're in. And I'm like, great. Good to know. 10 minutes to tip. But and first drive of the game, high ankle sprain. So here I am at South Carolina, who is a good team, really good defense at that point. A couple NFL guys, the Brinkley brothers were in there. It was a good defense. Horrible statistical game for me, I'm sure, but we won the game. Luckily, my freshman year and most of the years I was at Georgia, great defense.
Yeah.
So ran the ball, played good defense, but was in for there. Then when he came back, he took the job back in Tennessee, and then it was kind of up and down. I went to Kentucky and got my helmet ripped off and kept running.
Oh, come on.
We got to find that picture. Have I showed you that picture before?
I think
I have like an Easter egg on my forehead.
I think
my nose is all torn up.
I would love to see if we could find
my lip is torn up. It's a tough look.
Yeah.
Of all tough looks.
This is the good tough, though.
There it is right there.
Oh,
picture
yeah,
number 3.
one. Oh, yeah.
That's ill-advised to keep running when your helmet pops off.
Yeah.
But, adrenaline is a hell of a thing.
Your helmet comes off. Mm-hmm. You know it's off because suddenly...
Correct. I have better vision.
Yeah. And you're thinking to yourself...
Let's go.
Yes. Good. And you actually initiated the contact on this one.
Apparently.
Someone's got to be the aggressor.
Yeah.
Might as well be the offense,
hit
right?
or be hit,
Yeah.
So, I kept running. That wasn't smart. Anyways.
And this was 1997. What year was this?
Early 2000s.
Okay.
Early 2000s, okay. Cooper. It says here, for you, we did not true.
Oh, no, we did not.
We did not true.
Yeah,
we shirted.
We had
did we
3
say that?
All-American receivers. So I got there, 3 All-Americans were right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So three guys.
Who were they? Do you know?
Greg Hurd, Brandon Kaufman, Nick Edwards.
Okay.
Nick Edwards became my receiver coach.
Like right after? Went straight from All-American to receiver
All-American
coach.
to GA to my
assistant.
to my receiver
by
coach.
the time you were done, he was your guy.
Yeah, the last 2 years, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It says Eastern Washington's Offensive Scout Team Player of the Year.
Yeah.
You're just cooking people?
Yep.
Left and right?
Yep. I got yelled at often by
For
our
being too good?
D coordinator.
Yeah.
Well, I just have a great feel for
hey, maybe I should
practice.
tone it down.
Yeah,
Let
don't
the boys
jump
have a
over the starting
defender,
cornerback.
make a play.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would not have liked you.
But I wasn't, yeah.
Talking trash, too, I'm
I
sure.
would say, yeah, big trash talk. I'd say that was the only time that I would say I probably wasn't a good teammate, where I just disregarded the coach telling me to stop doing that. And I was just gonna keep
because you were a
doing it.
little perturbed, maybe that you weren't
I don't know what it was.
out there.
There was something not good about my, there's something, maybe it's
You're
a
out there to
little,
prove a point and get better.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
good for
this is
you.
all I get to play football. I'm gonna
Yeah.
freaking play.
I mean, if you're not going to true, might as well make the most out of the shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Nice.
For all you kids out there.
That was good.
Okay, redshirt freshman year,
Yeah.
2013. My 4th year in the NFL. This is making me feel old. You broke the FCS all-time record for receptions, yards, and touchdowns by a freshman with 93 catches, 1,691 yards, 21 touchdowns, previously held by Randy Moss, and you won the Jerry Rice Award. Only wide receiver to win it. The Jerry Rice Award is not a receiver award?
No, it's a rookie.
all-encompassing?
It's a rookie of the rookie
Freshman award
of the
situation?
Rookie, I said rookie. Yeah,
You would
freshman.
think a Jerry Rice Award more than one receiver would win it, but
I didn't have that.
I got you. Randy Moss, and we're talking about the Randy Moss, not the other Randy Moss who also talks about football, but isn't Randy Moss the receiver?
Yeah, it's a different. He's an analyst now.
Yeah.
Somewhere that's just
Okay.
there. No, yeah, it is the Randy Moss.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, we played against actually that year we played against Georgia. We had to go down to Athens. We were in the swamp.
What? That's Florida.
No, I was saying that after we played. We actually stayed down there and tripped over to Florida.
Practiced in Tallahassee on the way down to Jacksonville. Or
way back,
Gainesville.
Way back, we saw Nick and the boys.
What school did Randy win those at?
Marshall.
That was Marshall. They were FCS?
At the time, they were.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, he was pretty electric. A little more electric than I was.
Yeah.
So it's a different play style.
Yeah. It says highlights on TV of breaking the record, but I've talked to our producers, and I believe we actually don't have those, so we're still not sure if that's actually a real thing that you did any of these things that you say.
That's the nice thing about playing in the FCS is you kind of just make up your own stuff.
You're a ghost.
Yeah. You just tell them what
you write your own story.
How many yards did you want this year?
just write a number down. 1691 sounds good. What do you think? 21 tuds? Yeah, let's do it. Perfect. Good for you, man.
Yeah, no, it was good. So freshman years were good.
Yes.
I've got here a game or moment here from 2007, which that would be your sophomore, junior year.
What game?
Comeback, overtime win versus Nick and the boys.
Oh yeah, that was my. God, is that my sophomore year or my freshman year? It's been so long.
It's 2007, which you were drafted in 9, right?
Yeah, so that makes it my sophomore year.
No, wait, did you come out as a junior?
Yeah.
Oh.
Truden was gone in 3. Come on.
Oh yeah.
No, it was my sophomore year. Yeah. Did we go? Like Y return 143 takeoff? I think. Here goes my tight end. Shift. He either goes over and
Settling, blocking off the edge for
Mikey
you.
Henderson,
drop it
converted DB, but could really
look at
run.
that. Yeah, 27.
So there's Thomas Brown. That was TB.
Oh yeah.
Hugging him up, one of our old coaches. But yeah,
that is. I mean,
so
that's a little
our
short.
defense had held them to a field goal, and then the first play, Bobo was like, "You want to go for this thing?" And we were like, "Yeah."
Where were you here?
I'm probably coming in there.
I mean,
Willie Martinez.
so
man, this is like.
Someone's gonna die at the bottom of these. Have you been?
They were
have you
throwing
been
bourbon
at the bottom?
on us, and
been at the
anything they
bottom?
could find,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were just launching drinks on us. But we could care less. We were.
Have you been at the bottom of a dog pile like that before?
No. Pray to God I never am.
Yeah, I think.
I'm in there somewhere, but it was not at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean those are dangerous. You can't breathe down at the bottom of those suckers, and you can't really tell everyone to get off because you can't breathe. You can't talk. It is. It's dangerous.
Scary moments. But
dangerous.
that was a good one. That was a good game. Back and forth match. I have 9/5/2015 at number 7 Oregon. You guys were 3-point dogs. It was
Yes. Yeah.
2.5.
You said
Oregon.
You said
they were the number 7 team in the country. You guys must have been 2.5-point dogs.
Yeah.
A tight game. Everybody knew it was going to be close. You lost, but you had nearly 300 yards.
I feel like I didn't have.
You win against Vernon Davis.
I was closer to 200 than I was to 300, but I could be wrong.
I don't know, man.
It was a good game.
Tell me about it.
It was a good game, but there's a Yeah, we didn't. It was good. It was good. We didn't tackle well that game. We didn't tackle well.
Yeah.
But we could score some points.
Just blaming the defense. Okay.
No, so we scored some points. We just didn't. They had Royce.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a tough tackle.
You know, that's a tough tackle.
Yeah.
It's like regardless of like, I'm not saying like we.
Who's trying?
It's just
to
hard.
tackle.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
No doubt.
It's not like we didn't have guys that could tackle. It's that we were trying to tackle Royce.
Good players. And Vernon Adams Jr.
Vernon Adams.
Says in your time there though, you were 2-2 versus Pac-12 teams.
We were.
That's pretty good. Who did you beat?
Oregon State.
Okay.
Washington State.
Okay. And then lost to Oregon. And who else you played? Washington.
We lost to Washington.
Okay.
Washington was a tough one because that was we're going down to score to tie the game. The score, I believe, you fact check me, but I believe the score was 59-52.
Jeez.
We're going down to score to tie the game. We're driving. We're past the 50, and we had threw a hitch out to a true freshman receiver.
Oh, you've told me this.
What's the rule about catching a hitch? Where do you not go?
Back inside.
Back inside. And a guy by the name of Shaq Thompson.
Ooh, good player.
Who ran for a touchdown, like a 70-yard touchdown for us, for against us.
Yeah.
And was playing their middle linebacker.
Yeah, he was a good player.
Eviscerates our receiver, fumbles the ball, dude recovers it. Our
Game over.
Senior receiver breaks his collarbone, making the tackle. It was like
it's a devastating
from the
play
high
for the boys.
of like we're going down here to tie this thing to.
Now we're in a sling.
Yeah,
with an L.
We're out here. It was tough.
Says you had 40
awesome.
catches in those 4 games though, 10 a game.
It was good.
For 7, 16, and 11 tutties. Dude, one every 4th ball was a touchdown. It's impressive stuff.
Thank you.
Quite the college player.
Thank you.
Okay, so another game I have here, Idaho State. What's their mascot?
The Bengals.
Bengals. Who would have known? A lot of Bengals, Tigers, and Idaho State. Okay.
The Bengals.
Okay, so it says in
know
this
if it's
game,
the Bengals. I'm pretty sure it's the Bengals.
passing, receiving, and returning touchdown, all in the same game.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the receiving and I understand the returning. The passing is throwing me for a loop. I don't know if we can get his NFL QBR rating up there.
Look,
but I don't think it's as
back in the
good
days.
as you would think.
Back in the days, I don't like the form of that one.
That's
It's
a nice throw.
This is what trick plays are supposed to look like.
Yeah, open.
Right?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, there's someone standing there by themselves, and you just kind of have to just drop it out there to them.
It looks eerily similar, if I might say, to the play that we had in the Super Bowl.
So that one
that didn't end up the same way.
A small difference is that you were 10 yards on the field with the safety bearing down.
So you're
on
a bomber.
Let me throw that thing. Let me just rip that thing down the field.
Okay, got it. You think it has anything to do with all the weights you lift now?
No, I think it's more so the issue of like, do we have a quarterback that can get down there? How much time do we need to buy back there?
I was open for a gain of 6.
Look, this is what I'll say. I could throw the ball. I believed in myself as a quarterback in college and what I could do. I have not shown it in the NFL. I'm 0 for 6 in my career.
Listen, some people are college quarterbacks and some people are pro quarterbacks, and that's okay.
Look, I need to own the fact that I have not gotten it done. I also am going to believe in myself that I can be better.
We know that, yes.
I'm going to move on to a different subject.
Okay.
So here we go. You have 3 receptions in your career. Interesting.
Yeah.
Look at that. -6 versus Florida.
Okay. I actually threw that ball twice.
Another -6 versus Denver.
Yeah.
So you're in the negative as a receiver.
Yeah. A lot of those are just getting rejected back to me. Did I ever get
you
positive
completed
yards?
to yourself.
Did I ever get positive yards or no?
You have 1 versus the Rams for 3 yards.
Oh, there you go. Porous defense. Caught it and snuck through. I don't remember that one. But I do remember the one at Florida, rollout, like keeper.
Yeah.
Threw it, rejected back to me by the D end.
And instead of knocking it down,
caught it. Like it was like one of those that startled me. I caught
it.
And then I just kept running and I was like, well, I'm going to lose 5 yards. I might as well throw this.
So these weren't really like trick plays where you had to be dynamic in any way.
No. But I threw it again and got hit, came back down, got on the ground. There was like 4 flags around me. And I remember looking at Urban Meyer and was like, got to make him throw the flag, man. I wasn't going to be able to do anything else with it. But yeah, that was That was a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a receiver. We know
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So it's
I mean,
good.
I caught one ball last year and almost tore my thumb off and ended it.
Yeah.
So
and that was a 2-point conversion, so it didn't even statistically
it's not
count for
even,
anything.
it's like it never happened. It's
Yeah.
similar to your seasons at
Exactly. It's nice. That was a good,
Whatever it wants to be.
correlation. But I do want to say before we move on that I will at some point, maybe in my 40s, transition to playing quarterback in the NFL. So like, it's on the horizon.
It's everybody's doing it.
It's been a conversation.
Old guys.
We're gonna make it happen.
Cooper wants to see if he could get a tryout at some point when he's done playing receiver as a number 3 quarterback.
Number 3 quarterback. Give me a year.
Huh?
Give me a year.
Oh, yeah. He needs 1 calendar year
I 1 calendar year
of training and stopping lifting weights, if we're being honest, because
I gotta get some
Gotta get some
flexibility,
shoulder mobility
some
back in
flexibility,
there.
mobility in the upper body,
then you'd be good.
and then I'll be good to be a third stringer.
I'll cheer for you. Draft day, Cooper. How was the draft set up at that point? Was it 3 days or 2?
It was 3. Were you a 2-dayer?
Yeah. I think,
Interesting.
right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was first, second, and third rounds on the first day, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 on the second day. I believe.
Interesting.
Might need a fact check there. It was also a long time ago.
Yeah.
But-
They do that temporarily just because?
No,
Okay,
they just
that's
started
fine.
doing it
So-
because it became a TV hit,
Gotcha.
and guys were wearing cool suits and
Gotcha.
hugging
Gotcha.
the commish.
So you were asking me what mine was like.
Yes. So day 1 was their expectation that you were going to get drafted.
No, so Les had told me he was going to draft me at 36. We had the 36th pick.
Okay.
He had told me we were going to draft me at 36. Then after I ran my 40,
Yeah.
it went kind of radio silent
Yeah, you
from the
did.
Rams.
Classic.
And but then I was like, there's a chance
Yeah.
that I could be at 36, which is day 2,
Yeah.
right? But then there was a run on receivers early,
So you're like,
and so I was like, maybe
Let's go.
there's a chance. Didn't end up working out. And then the second day, the Rams traded back, and then they selected Gerald Everett,
yeah.
and then they moved back. I think moved back, got Gerald, and then moved back, and then got me.
Yeah.
So
And
it
you
was-
were pick. I'm going to try to remember this from last year, 69.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes,
Feel good about that memory. That was
it
good.
was good. What'd you wear?
Just
Double
this-
XL, tall.
Yeah,
suit.
no, I had one of those definitely in the repertoire. It was a tan one with about 6 buttons, huge cuff at the bottom.
The Phil Mickelson vibe.
Yeah. This was not actual draft day suit, but this was one that we had to go to New York and do a few things,
Yeah.
and I had to wear it in there. And there's some photos out there that are tough. But this one was just like
this is what you wore.
classic black, some sort of
Pinstripe.
a pinstripe. But it wasn't like a stripe. It was more like that was like almost a light blue.
Oh, really?
Had an inkling I might have been going number 1 to the Lions, so tried to match the
Yeah.
colors
An inkling.
a little bit there. Went light blue
By an
shirts.
inkling, you knew.
Some
And everyone
might say
knew.
Honolulu blue, but yeah, family was there,
Yeah.
friends were there, grandmother was there. It was cool.
Hug the commissioner, do all the stuff.
I didn't hug. We didn't hug back then.
You didn't-
Firm handshake. I think the hugs. I'll save my feelings on the hug, but
That's good. Yeah, you don't need to go there.
yeah.
Well, that's great. So, for the most part, pretty similar experiences.
Yes,
in draft day. Like, that's
agreed.
and that's what I'm
Where
saying.
were you? Were you at home?
I was there.
Oh, you were in New York.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was at home. I
Okay.
was at a home. I was at a house. With
Not
family.
yours though. Family.
No, we were in LA actually.
Really?
Newport.
You guys just knew.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. We had just been down there training, and I was like,
Oh, got
yeah,
it. Makes sense.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good. No matter what you do, no matter what your
Agreed.
journey
It's just the
is,
start.
it's just the journey, recruitment. We both played against big schools, big time schools, and I was in college. But then, the journey was so different. But then you end up, both getting drafted number 1 overall.
Yeah, 1-1.
And it all comes back to one spot. So that's good. I mean, as you're coming back, we're coming back to 9 and Dime Season 2, Episode 1. And to kick things off with a little bit of depth into our journey, how things can be different, but all be the same at the same time.
Now you guys get to know a little bit about
Yeah.
us and how we got to where we are today, because that's what we just did.
Yeah. Last thing, we're doing this again. Got it, game. Ready. Have your word.
'Kay.
Ready. 3, 2, 1. Planter.
Chair. What'd you say?
Planter.
Planter?
Planter.
Like a
Like a planter you put plants in. Okay?
Oh
Planter
my
and a chair.
gosh. No
Okay,
idea.
Where would both those things be found? 3, 2, 1.
Garage.
Inside. No, why would you Why would you put a planter in your garage?
I don't even know what a planter is.
You put plants in it.
Oh, you mean like a
So now
pot.
we've got. Now I said inside and garage.
And what did I say?
You said garage.
And you
inside.
said what?
I said inside. Inside the garage. 3, 2, 1. Car.
Yeah. Look at us. We're growing up.
Signing off. First episode,
Wow.
9 and Dime. Hope you enjoyed it.
Truthfully, the only time we've ever done that and gotten the same word.
No better way to end it.
There you go.
All right, we are back with another episode of 9 and Dime. Special guests coming on this episode. We've got 2 young wide receivers, Puka Nacua and Jordan Worthington. And we've got some good stuff coming. We got, touching on Puka's weak stomach,
Yes.
his inability to work at all.
And hold food down at the same time. It's one or the other with him.
Anything, it is. And then with Mr. Worthington, we're going to do a little bit of a between two ferns thing with the.
If you guys have seen that before, it's a Galifianakis special.
We'll see how Mr. Worthington responds.
Treat your guests with the utmost respect at all times and ask him really hard-hitting, diligent questions, which Cooper did a really nice job of, if I remember correctly. So
I'm going to do a really good job of it.
yeah, I know, correct. Going to, because we haven't shot it yet.
Before we get into this episode, we're going to do a little warm-up here. Top 3, bottom 3.
Okay.
Top 3, bottom 3 Halloween candies.
Okay.
You've got a little more experience.
Would you like me to go first? Yeah, more years under my belt.
More years under your belt. So
Yep, that is true. Okay. So I'm assuming top 3, I list my top 3, and then bottom 3, I list my bottom 3. I believe that's how this goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 3 Halloween candies. Number 1 for me, Reese's Original Peanut Butter Cup.
it is the number one.
Fantastic.
I'm going to do this beside you. That's also my number one. You see them pull that out of the...
Especially, I mean, I don't mind the little mini guys either.
No. It's nice though when they give you the big dogs.
Yeah. I'll say Reese's number 1 for me. Probably Snickers number 2.
Mm-hmm.
3. I mean, I'm going to try to go something non-chocolate, but maybe like Sour Patch Kids or something.
That's good.
Those are good.
They're not like a
Halloween candy. It's more of a movie candy.
It is. I was going to say Starbursts.
Ooh,
So this is my childhood me
Yeah.
would have said Three Musketeers, but I've grown up and
Yeah,
realized that Three
thank
Musketeers
goodness.
is terrible.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a terrible chocolate. If you
It's
like
going to
Three
be in my bottom
Musketeers,
3. So
yeah, if you like Three Musketeers,
young Cooper was not smart. No, I'm just kidding.
no, but Snickers is good.
Yes.
I would say young me would like Milky Way.
Again,
No,
hard pass.
Baby Ruth.
Yes.
Okay, so
And you ever mess with a Payday? You ever had a Payday?
That was more
I
of
don't
an
know if that
adult.
was-
I think it's more of an adult thing though.
Yeah, but I was always like,
You came out
salty
the
guy.
womb an adult.
Salty guy. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Mature
I mean,
beyond
you were
my
having
years,
a
Cooper.
scotch. You're having a scotch.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your,
Scotch and a Payday. You didn't walk around like that when you're a kid.
Things are different in
Bottom
Texas.
3 for me. Or I guess you have to do yours.
Oh
Go.
no. So I was gonna say
You kind of
Reese's,
just piggybacked on mine, but go ahead.
Reese's,
Okay.
Baby Ruth,
Okay.
and we'll go Starburst.
Okay.
And I like the yellow Starburst, which I think people don't think is good. But
And I like the orange one. And everybody in my house throws the yellows and the oranges out and is like, "You're crazy. We eat pink and reds only." So I'm like, more orange for me.
yeah, I'm good with the yellow.
Yeah.
And orange is good too.
Only original.
Oh yeah.
I don't mess with
don't
the-
mess with all the different
Same with
colors
Skittles when
and
I was a
stuff.
kid. Give me the red
OG,
bag.
the
Other than
OG.
that,
Yeah. Yellow, that's interesting. Yellow and orange. Which, interestingly, just throwing this in there, the orange Gatorade is the worst Gatorade.
totally disagree. Orange in a can, bring it to me every time. Can only though.
I would have said the only thing that's worse than orange is red, but I'm pretty sure they discontinued that.
Love you, Gatorade.
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3.
And we're going 3, 2, 1 to like 1 being the worst? Or
Yeah,
are you
I think
going-
so.
Okay, yeah. Work your way down to the worst one.
Gosh. I mean, I don't know.
I know what one is.
What is yours?
Candy corns.
Me too.
Candy
It is
corns
so bad.
are trash. I'm pretty sure that originally started as a candle wax.
Correct.
And then they're like, hey,
Someone
you know what?
scooped up the remnants of a Halloween
I said,
candle,
I'm going to eat this.
formed it into what looks like a shark tooth, and said, "Kids, eat
Yeah,
this."
this is good. They
Oh.
forgot it was Halloween, and they said, all
so
I have is
glad
candles.
you're on the same
Yeah,
page.
so candy
That-
corns are the worst.
If people like licorice, black licorice, or whatever,
licorice is worse.
bad. I also
I'll put
don't
that
like
too.
red vines. I'm a Twizzler guy. You're a Red Vines guy. You're Pacific Northwest. You like candle wax. Every Pacific Northwest person I know likes red
I would have
Vines.
said that
Just a giant.
Twizzlers was more waxy than Red Vines.
Get out of here.
The big tub of Red Vines is significantly better than the
Lose
plasticky.
about 3 teeth while you eat it.
No, you're eating stale Red Vines. The third one, they're like, okay, what's handed out that you're like, not great? Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, agreed.
You're handing a Tootsie Roll out?
I agree.
Yeah, get out of here.
That's low effort.
Yeah, it is low effort.
Tootsie Roll's a huge hit in my house too.
I'm sure it is.
Like kids and
Kelly
B.
You know, it's like a chocolate
kid.
Starburst, and no one wants a chocolate Starburst.
I never know when it's done. Like, at what point do you swallow it? You know, because you're just chewing it forever.
You just spit them out.
Never. Yeah, I agree.
Swallow them. So there you go. Top 3, bottom 3, and you know what? I think most people would agree that those, at least the top one. I know that the top one and the bottom one. I think that's like universally known as those things.
Consensus picks.
Yeah. And they're the Halloween colors.
Yeah.
Which is how you kind of know that those are in the spots that they belong. All right, so there we go. Good warm up. Top 3, bottom 3. Let's get into this thing. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go change, and we'll be right back.
Yep. Welcome to Nine and Dime. I'm Mathew Stafford. That's Cooper Kupp. Season 2, Episode 2. As we stated in the first episode, it's going to be a little bit more of a long-winded vlog situation we got going on this year rather than the quick games that we had last year. We will have conversations about kind of what got us to this point and some of our football past and maybe future, and also some guests because we heard it from the fans that you guys wanted to have some guests on.
Give them what they want.
We were trying to give the people what they want.
And today we've got on Puka Nakua joining us live in studio, on set, live and in person.
What's up, laddies?
What's up, buddy?
He's Australian. We obviously have the old timer. Establish the game. We got the middle, the modern, bringing up the prime time of football, and then we've got the new. This is how we do things here, Puka. We'll get into a little bit more of stuff, but we got to warm up first with a little game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna warm up with a top 3, bottom 3, top 3, bottom 3, and today. I mean, this is actually the only reason we brought you on here was to do this for us because we're doing fast foods.
Yep.
And
that's my specialty, Coach. That's
what I'm saying. We brought in our resident sage aficionado connoisseur of all things fast food. And you know what? I'm going to take a back seat here. I don't even know. I love ranking things. Yeah. But maybe I'll hop in. But I'm just going to let you take this over and give us our top 3, bottom 3 fast food chains in the world, I guess.
What defines fast food for us? Does it have a drive-through? Does it not have a drive-through?
I think
let's say it has a drive-through.
I think it has to have a drive-through.
Okay.
And we're just in top 3, bottom 3 for all the people out there. We are going the top 3 that you think are the best, and then the bottom 3 that you may not frequent as much.
The ones you might not frequent as much.
Yeah. So what are your...
Number 1, I'm a McDonald's goer. I had the 10-piece. I need a number 5 large with sweet and sour sauce and a high C orange, please.
Made to order.
And I will get that cooked to order. I will see you at the next window.
What does that set you back? Do you know the exact price?
Oh, well, I round up. At the McDonald's, you can round up, so it's like about $14 every time, like 14 even. You get the round up, supporting the cause.
That knows his order, man.
And the charity.
Really
and
proud of you.
Respect it.
And an Oreo McFlurry if I'm feeling like feisty. Like if I'm like, it's been a good week of workouts. I'm feeling, like I'm feeling real good. Yeah. Now the weight's in check. I'm going to get a nice Oreo McFlurry.
Good for you.
Okay, so that's one.
That's number one for sure. The Big Mac is also really good.
We're going to keep going.
Taco Bell is number 3.
Okay.
I'm going to switch it up.
Okay.
From 1 to 3. Okay. Taco Bell is number 3. And then Taco Bell, wide variety. You got to let it, burritos, tacos, the cinnamon twist, the Baja Blast.
Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Yep. The Supreme Wrap. Yep. See, Coach.
I do. That's the one I could pull off the top of my head.
I'm trying to, and then...
Chicken Crunch Wrap Supreme.
There you go.
Is that still around?
Yeah. Sure.
Is it?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh,
it sounded really good right there.
Last time I had Taco Bell, it should be a menu item. Crunch Wrap Supreme. What's 2? Good.
2. I think I'm gonna go with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, Coach.
Popeyes.
Wow.
Can I say specifically just the chicken sandwich? Because I don't know if the rest of Popeyes considers itself as number 2.
Sure.
But the
you can do
Popeyes chicken sandwich
is your list.
Is number 2.
Okay. There's a lot of people that are gonna have thoughts on the chicken sandwich thing.
I don't think it's up for debate.
Oh, really?
The Chick-fil-A fall off has been quite evident.
So, are you putting Chick-fil-A in your bottom 3?
Yes, coach.
Ooh.
Wow.
Not a
Interesting.
chicken guy.
But
Popeyes
is
chicken
number 2.
Popeyes, the chicken
Except for
Popeyes.
that.
So-
Yeah, it's really good. You know, it's a little less greasy.
It
A
has
nice
the-
little crunch in there.
It makes you think about possibly trying to go see what this chicken sandwich is about.
Yeah, I've never had it.
Never had the Popeyes one.
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
But-
Chick-fil-A
but-
in my house a lot because Kelly B from Atlanta,
Okay.
where it started.
Yeah. So what? Okay.
So good luck
So
next time you see her.
The Chick-fil-A cookies and cream shake, the desserts, I'm well
Yeah, those
versed
are
in.
good.
I know they got the good brownies. Their mac and cheese is actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not the
I get it. Listen, you do
bread.
you.
The bread is not that great.
Okay. So what are your other 2?
bottom 3?
Other 2 bottom.
I'm not a Burger King's. Burger King's no. If
You
you're
can't,
if
you're
McDonald's
McDonald's.
is number 1, Burger King's obviously
Yeah,
got to
got
be in the opposite direction. The
Yep, makes
fries, the
sense.
chicken fries used to be good. They took a hard fall. You know, there's the whole revamping. They got a new song. It's not that great.
A new song.
Yeah, it's like BK, have it your way.
It's kind of
You're a
sad.
move.
Isn't that the same as it always been?
No. It used to be it used to be the guy just talking.
Oh.
Yeah,
But now
the
they,
big.
maybe
Maybe they
that's
used
what
to have
I'm
like the
just-
big
the song-
crown head guy. Like,
the song sounded really depressing when you said it.
well, maybe it wasn't like the right tone. I was like a little.
You didn't get to warm up your voice.
More,
You didn't get to warm
yeah,
up your
sorry.
voice before you got here.
Little parch out here. We're in Houston right now, coach.
Yeah.
Number 1, bottom 3.
Number 1, bottom 3, which is the very bottom.
The bottomist,
The bottomest.
I would think is how you say that.
Yes. The
bottomest.
bottomist.
Oh,
most-
Arby's. Oh, how did I forget Arby's?
Sco is going to
Oh
be
my gosh.
Big Arby's fan.
upset.
Yeah.
He actually pissed off the whole Midwest with that one.
Yeah.
So
Good luck.
Yeah, curly fries, not that great. Not gonna go get
which is
roast
probably what I
beef
would
from
have said.
Arby's.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they got their chocolate swirl things. Not as good as Wendy's, but it's reasonable.
How do you like their slogan?
We got the meats.
We have the meat. You know, very questionable statement. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of Arby's. Yeah, that's why it was number 1, bottom 3.
It's good. I like your top 3, bottom 3.
Yep, I do too.
All right, here we go. We're warm. Puka Nakua from Orem, Utah, 177th pick in the 2023 draft. Orem, which is apparently going to be my future home, correct?
100%,
vacation
coach.
home during
When I'm
football
back,
season.
when I'm the head
offense
coach.
coordinator. I'm looking forward to that. Puka had a good year last year. By
Wait, coach,
most
we gotta
people's
offer.
accounts.
We gotta offer my guy a job. We're not just gonna.
No, we're not gonna. No, he can interview.
Dean of students?
Yeah,
What am I?
He can interview.
You want to be for the
No, I don't. I don't want any of those problems, to be honest with you. I'll just be, what do they call those guys now? They call them
the video crew.
offensive senior assistant. I'll be that guy.
I was gonna say we could.
If you call a good play, I'll act like I did it. And if you call a bad one, I'll be like, this guy's a chump.
Coop had the mic on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll be good. So Puka, good year last year. Not great. That was really good. Broke the rookie receiving yards record. Receptions by a rookie in a game. Receiving yards by a rookie in a playoff game. Didn't know you had that one.
I didn't either. Nice.
Congrats. It's awesome.
That was.
Yeah, man.
We were balling, coach.
Yeah, you were.
You learn something new in this segment.
Yeah, I had no idea.
All the time. So here we go. That's who we're talking to if you didn't know.
A lot has been made of the Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua off-season workouts. I used to see Puka. I would be like taking my kids or something to school or to summer camp or something. I'd see Puka leaving Cooper's house. We live not too far from each other. You were probably on your way to McDonald's at that time to just get the craving out of the way after this. But how were the workouts with Cooper? Any good stories? Just elaborate on your off-season working out with Mr. Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, it was super fun. I remember, like, we were at the Super Bowl. I'm with my family. We're all watching the game and stuff like that. And I get a text like, "Hey, like, I'm working out on Tuesday. Like, we're getting to work on, like, that's my first day I'm starting." And I'm like, "Oh." Like, I was planning on going home to California on Tuesday. Like, I'm still in Las Vegas. I'm enjoying the Super Bowl. Like, thinking, like, man, everybody said it's going to be the off season. You're going to enjoy. You got to take time off. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in chill mode. And then I flew back to California, showed up to Coop's house for the workout, and like I barfed all over his lawn like that the first day of workouts. And Coop was like, yeah, like we're going to acclimate ourselves. We're going to warm up into it. So I'm like, Coach, we're acclimating ourselves. And I just lost 17 pounds at our first workout. I don't know how well we're going to acclimate it, but I just remember being like, wow, I got to become a morning person because 6 a.m. was like, it's not my thing. Like I like to say, like, I don't feel like there's a lag between like when I wake up and like my energy, but like 6 a.m, like every other day, I'm like, man, 9:30, I got to go to bed now, Coach. It's like the physical things that kind of come along with it. Like, man, the first thing I got to do is be able to ready to work out. Like, I got to get sleep. Like, I got to start hydrating. Like, it shifted, like, how kind of everything worked for me. Of, like, when I'm eating, like, how much I eat and then, like, what my rest of my day looks like. Because I'm like, oh, when you work out at 6 a.m. and then we're done at 8, like, I get recovery for a little bit. And then I'm like, now what do I do with the rest of my day? Because that was all I was really thinking about. But, I feel like now I wasn't the only Nakua brother who threw up at Coop's house either. Like, my little brother and my older brother coming to the house to work out. I'm like, hey, come out. I'm like, hey, Coop, is it cool if my brothers come? And he's like, yeah, of course. Everybody's always welcome. My little brother's a freshman going into BYU. I was like, man, I want to come work out with you guys. I'm like, oh, this would be good for him to see what it's like. Like, I'm also like probably maybe a week and a half to like into Coop's workout. So we're out of the acclimation phase. I'm like, all right, like now we're really hitting like heavier weights and stuff like that. And so I'm like, oh, like I got to be able to push my little brother. But I'm also like, I'm just like, everything's follow Coop. We're in the, like a snake line going around through every workout. My little brother's like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And like, I don't really pay attention. Coop doesn't stop. Coop doesn't go. It's like, we keep going around the circuit. And I'm like, where's Tay at? Where's my little brother? My little brother's throwing up all over the bathroom. It's like I go in there, he's trying to clean it with like the hand towel. And it's like, wait, no, that's like, first of all, you could have gone outside, dude. Like there's so much space for you to go outside, and you chose to go into the bathroom, missed the toilet. So I'm like, all right, close the door. Like I'm like, try to clean this up as much as you can before you come in and notice.
Man.
Like it was so funny because I'm like, now that I was like, I got to come back and like really redeem ourselves for my family because I'm like, Coop is like putting us to he's killing us.
It was the Nakuas are consistent. I'll tell you what, come with great energy.
Yes.
And every single one of them, first day,
yaks.
Ended up on all fours.
I was a little bit jealous that I didn't get invited to the workouts, but now I'm entirely happy I didn't because I don't want to be in that list.
No, you wouldn't want to be there.
No, I could never survive.
And plus, you still owe me a tank from when you broke that one. So once you refund me for breaking my tank.
Oh, you're talking about the sled?
Yeah. So once you fix
set
my
me
tank,
up to push a broken sled.
Oh, you broke the sled.
Thanks for nothing.
And once you pay me back, then you can come work out again.
Listen, I'm sure you have a tank guy. Have your tank guy come over and figure it out.
No, but it was good because we had Tay and we had Samson.
Yeah.
And Puka all work out and
rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
I don't think Cooper's ever
had what?
That many people in it. Like we were working out, like it was like a tight space. I feel like maybe you worked out like by yourself.
Yeah,
like the last year, it's like
so it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They bring good energy. The Nakuas.
They do. I would agree.
It was good story times. Good story times.
Do you think this is another listed question here? Do you think that's the hardest workout that you've done?
Oh, he's done something harder. It wasn't like
it was more just shock the system.
I'm not going to answer for you, but. It's not the hardest workout. Those are not the hardest workouts I've ever done.
Yeah.
No. The bike. The assault bike is my worst nightmare for me. Like
the assault bike?
Yeah. That was my worst nightmare. Like I can't do it. College workout, like I had to come in.
Your worst workout can't be the assault bike.
What do you mean?
Like he likes doing it the least. Top 3, bottom 3, assault bike.
Yeah. Assault bike for like clear cut number 1.
First, worstest.
Gotcha. It's just your least favorite exercise to do.
Oh yeah. Like what?
We were talking like, what's the hardest workout you've ever done?
But if you can't think of one, I get the assault bike.
Yeah, assault bike.
That one does. That's tough.
That works. I guess.
Just blood rushing to the quads
you had
and
to have
nowhere
done
else, and you're just like...
Yeah, been in college or high school where your coach is really just trying to kill you. Like I feel like everyone's had those.
For sure. Track workouts. I was in the track team in high school, which is the biggest joke of all time, as we have all seen me run.
We've seen the pictures also.
It was just for the workouts, and those were demoralizing.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. You put in the I did do the track workout. I had to do they did the 400. Like, hey, like they had all the football players like, hey, come out of the workouts here. You guys look like, oh, I think I could do that. I'm a good athlete, coach. Ran around the 400. I probably laid there for 25 minutes after.
Yeah, and in college, like no chance. I have to go with big skill or whatever, and it's like me running with linebackers and running backs.
Yeah.
I'm running as fast as I possibly can just to be
right. Yeah.
in distance of these guys, and they're just cruising and they're yelling at me.
Yeah.
Not a fun existence.
Your quarterbacks don't work hard.
Relax.
Mentally, they work hard
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
You're
Your
always
mental,
thinking-
your hardest workouts are the Wednesday walkthroughs.
Oh my gosh.
The brain
Tell me
teasers
about
that
it.
we
Wednesday
get.
walkthroughs.
Oh my gosh.
Matthew is in a full drenched sweat.
Full sweat.
Yep. Those are good. This is the next question we have for you. As again, something you're really passionate about. Would it be easier to go from the NBA to the NFL or the NFL to the NBA? You have dabbled in the basketball arena, pun intended, at the All-Star
Yes.
thing.
You guys also
Also,
play
yeah.
knockout.
Yeah.
We do. We play.
yeah.
We
This is
play.
I know the reason you brought that up is
No, I
he's
just-
gonna say he's like, hey,
no,
I beat you
I-
guys. Like, yeah, I know you guys play this game of pig, and I just own you guys in the game.
Me? Yeah, well, I mean, I got invited once, won the game, no big deal. But no, I know you guys practice a lot. So,
Coach, I think it would be so easy to transition from the NFL to the NBA, like night in like less than 3 months, Coach. Probably like 3 to 6 months. I truly believe that I could transition to play a point guard or a shooting guard for one of the 30
One of
or
32.
32 teams that are in the NBA.
so are we 12th man on the bench, or are we
No,
Well, seventh man in the
to be
rotation?
honest,
Where are
Matthew,
we-
like if we're like, if we go to the Detroit Pistons, like if that's like if I know that's where I'm going, Coach,
Depends on the team.
Yeah, you're gonna play me 15 minutes.
Yeah, I got it.
Like if I go to the Lakers, like no, I'm gonna be the 15th man. Like when we go 72-9, like I'll play the last game of the
Yeah.
season. Like
Yeah.
But
And-
other than
and we've
that-
talked
you
about
and
this before.
Udonis Haslam
I
will be
don't-
sitting on the end of the bench
Yeah.
and be like, holy,
Hey,
I didn't even know he was still playing.
I will have the best 3-point celebrations you have ever seen. All of these,
Yes.
the celebrations, the handshakes. Let me get a handshake
would
with
be-
LeBron,
he
Coach.
would-
I will be.
I agree, and I agree with Puka in the preliminary stage of like the question.
Yes.
I believe that's the right direction. That's the direction that's easier.
Yes.
Well, it's just I think like
Dude.
we have you can
3 months.
move laterally.
3 months
You
is-
can move laterally.
Yeah. Look,
Think of how many
you
times
just-
like you can work out for basketball compared to football. If Kobe and them waking up 6 a.m. getting shots up, 10 a.m. getting shots up, 12 p.m. like 2 p.m. now like getting shots up like. To football,
see
it's
what
like
you're saying.
I'm not running routes 4 times in one day,
No,
Coach.
yeah.
That's
The
what
amount of
that's why I
space you
said
can catch up in 3 to 6
No, I
months.
know, but that's what I'm saying. Directionally, you can't. It's there's a very physical element moving from NBA to NFL. There's a very skill oriented
Yes.
aspect going the other direction.
Yeah.
And
like
to say
general
that's-
height.
Well, that's the other thing. Is like you're gonna be this. You're probably gonna be the smallest guy on the court.
Yeah.
I can jump and touch the rim. I can dunk. I can like.
But they play.
Me and
they
Steph.
play-
I think my
Listen,
game.
you can dunk. I can maybe jump and touch the rim. Give yourself a little more credit than that. You can dunk. I can maybe touch the rim.
I just don't know.
Tom Brady dunked. I know.
look,
He's 45, whatever. That was impressive, by
It
the
was-
way.
yeah.
If it was real.
if it was real, it was AI generated.
AI generated.
I feel like you left me hanging on that one. I didn't feel really supported by you. You know.
No,
I really thought you were gonna be like, hey, if Puka can make it to the
This was the
NBA.
trust tree.
Let me finish.
I thought we were-
Let me touch on it a little more. I will say this, Pook. I think that you specifically could do it, not in 3 to 6 months. But I do believe that you could, one day make it happen in Lithuania.
I agree.
All right, just make a pitch to Mr. Clonkey. You know, send me up to the Mile High City, man.
No.
Give me
Now we're
give
back
me a
to
workout. Let me give me a workout. Let me see what it looks like, Coach. I can
someday.
use 5
Someday we
fouls
can.
very,
Yeah.
very well.
I know you could.
Coach.
I would never doubt you, Puka. I
John
would never
Morant's
doubt you.
not going
I
to blow
wouldn't
by
either.
me 5 times in a row. That's for sure.
Look,
Love
I
that.
thank you. I do have to thank you for coming on here today,
Yes.
giving us your time, and saying outrageous things that people are going to love to hear.
Yes,
so
they are.
I do have to say that. So I give up to you.
Puka Nacua. Guest
Puka
number 1,
Nacua.
season number 2.
Guest number 1.
Let's go. I was the first one. I'm glad I made it, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
Of course.
you. Appreciate you, man.
It's movie magic. Puka has now been replaced.
Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, we're back. Puka had to leave. So we brought in Jason Willingham from Cuervo.
Jordan Whittington, Cuero, Texas.
That's not what these notes say.
Okay.
But anyways, it says here that you were all Big 12 first team
Sweet.
Yep.
Academic?
academic.
Academic.
I got a trophy for that too.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Nice.
I brought it to LA.
Really?
That is something to be proud
See
of.
it
I agree.
someday.
See it every day.
No, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
So we had Puka here, and then he had to go. So we filled the time with you. How have you been adjusting to LA?
It's been good. It's different.
Yeah.
So I'm from Texas, but the weather's nice, and I got to get a sense of that coming back to Houston and practicing and seeing the difference. Yeah, I got accustomed to the LA weather. Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting how soft you get when you're in LA for just a short amount of time.
Either cold or hot, going both directions.
It does.
It's true.
So, okay. Here we go. I have some questions for you here. What's the hardest you've ever been coached? Like, what's the moment? Tell us about the worst thing you've ever done.
All right. I played running back my freshman year at Texas.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that because Bijan came and then it was I got to go ahead and go back.
Running back in high school?
And a little bit. But my freshman year at UT, they moved me to running back because we needed some. And Stan Drayton was the running back coach. And I fumbled the ball twice. So he made me go through that. You know the thing where it's hard and you just run?
Yeah. It's got the little arms on it?
I had to go through it 20 times.
Really? Mm-hmm. I believe that was actually, don't think they make those anymore. I believe Jameis Winston actually took over that.
That's right.
He got a
What is that video?
It's one of those actually attacking, physically assaulting Jameis Winston, I believe.
You got to get that video. That is a good video. Good pull.
Good pull.
Yeah, that was the hardest.
Just know he can't do that anymore. You're safe.
Yes.
Those things are gone.
Yeah,
you're going to be okay.
That was a lot.
Where does the do something sweet mentality come from?
It's a good question. Football, I feel like, is a very schemed up X and O's. We're going to do this to get you this leverage and get you this look and that play, and you throw it here, and we do this and that and the other. But at the end of the day, the players on the field, I feel like, have to go do something sweet. And sometimes you get into a bad play or something happens on a play, and I tell this to the receivers, usually Coop, when I'm sitting in there with them. It's like, what do you want to do if this happens? I was like, I'll throw it to you and then go do something sweet. So I feel like it's a good mentality to have because it's not always going to be perfect. Yeah. We like to say it's an imperfect game, but then we try to make it perfect after the fact, which I understand. But players make the plays.
Players make plays. And if they can't, move into a different position.
Agreed.
What's something you do now that when you were a child you said you would never do? I can start. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when I was a kid, I was like, I am going to play video games and I will be good at video games forever. I'm going to play with my kids and I'm going to always beat them. Now I don't have a video game console. I don't play anymore, Mm-hmm. I said I was never going to read books, and now I love reading books, right?
Yeah. That's a good one. Video games is a good one. I also don't ever do those, but I don't think I ever told myself I was going to be good at them. Mm-hmm. For me, I don't know. I'd probably jump on the trampoline. That comes to mind because I thought I would just do that forever. It's such a fun thing to do as a kid, and I'm terrified of it now. My kids are on all the time, and I'm just like...
You dreamed as a kid, I'm an adult, I'm going to jump on so many trampolines. My house is going to be a giant trampoline.
Is there anything better?
No, that sounds like a great time.
Yeah. Scared of getting hurt.
You're still a kid. So we'll skip this one for you.
All right.
Because, But this is good. I am interested in this one, actually. I am genuinely interested in asking you. Do you have a Yarbinator nickname yet?
I don't yet. He just says J-Dub.
J-Dub?
Yeah, which everybody else says J-Wit.
What are all of them? Go ahead. Put the cape on.
Super Cooper.
Super Cooper.
Yeah.
Who else?
Playmaker. Playmaker.
What?
Playmaker.
Yeah.
The Alien.
Yeah.
Turbo Tutu.
Turbo.
Wow. That's awesome.
Powerful Puka. That one's more of an alliteration.
Yeah.
Yours is kind of...
Is there a certain... You got to earn it?
I don't think so. I think he'll figure it out once you leave the impression on him. It just takes some time.
Yeah. Calls me gunslinger. I didn't even think about it.
They just get here.
Yeah.
Love yours.
It'll come.
Yeah, no, we all love you here, Jordan.
Do you have any things that Cooper says all the time in maybe the meeting room or out on the practice field? If not, maybe Yarbs. I'm trying to think. What is a Yarbsism?
Some isms. Oh, Yarbs. He has so many.
Yeah.
Yarbs has a lot. One I got was from McVay.
Yeah.
And it's this.
Yes.
And I feel like this is very convincing. So I plan to use it with my children.
Yeah. Good.
Because if I was I went up and I was like, hey son, go wash the dishes.
Yeah.
And I came another day and I was like, hey, go wash the dishes.
I think Sean will be really happy that this is what you're taking from him. He's going to be really excited that that's what we're getting. Coach, you're doing a great job.
He's going to have to start using it, though. He's pretty soon he's just going to start walking around like this. Yeah, people listen to him all the time.
Yeah, he is.
Like when you start marking urgent on all your emails, and this is just how he has to do everything. If you want to listen, it's like,
it works.
He's going to be fired up.
Yeah, that's good. Well, give me a Yarbrism. Give me one.
What's coming to your mind? I see you got one.
There's so many of them. There's DBs can hold you at the line of scrimmage. You gotta learn to get those guys right. But just don't grab guys at the top. You're creating too much torque. You just pull a hamstring. Just don't pull at the top. You're creating too much torque.
It's like the more he talks, the more amped up he gets.
The tone
That's
goes.
the main thing I take from him. He'll just get louder and louder and more passionate.
I mean, you go. Any PI, it's like, you do jail time for that in some states.
Yeah, that's right. That is a good Yarbs.
Right?
20 years.
I've got a whole list of them.
Sure.
We can go through them sometime. But you know what? We got to move on now, okay? It's just, you've overstayed your time.
Agreed.
Thank y'all for letting me listen to y'all. Just, all right.
Yo.
Gonna get them out of here.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
All right. So there we go.
That one's
Episode 2, 9 and Dime. What a time. All right. Here we go. We're back with another episode of 9 and Dime. Our third episode of the season. Flashback. Here we're going to be doing a little flashback of our own.
Yeah. Excited about it.
Yeah. A quick flashback and then a real far flashback.
Long flashback. Yeah.
To young Mathew and young Cooper. So we're going to take you to 1993. We're going to take you to 1933. And here we go.
Before we do that, as an older gentleman, I need to warm up. And so we're going to play a little warm-up game to start. Our warm-up is back to school. It says here that I'm going to be quizzing you on general knowledge from grades 1 to 12.
Yeah, it's good because I've just got out of school.
Correct.
Recently.
Yes, you did. And you have young kids. Let's see if you're teaching them the appropriate things.
We're homeschooling, so this is good.
That was my point. Okay, first grade question. Softball. What does a ruler measure? Don't think too much. I was like,
what does a ruler measure?
I'll take all answers.
Inches, a foot.
Yeah. Length would be.
Oh, length.
But
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Inches, a foot. Yes. Correct. 1 for 1. Was it Jeff Foxworthy, smarter than a fifth grader? You're okay. Second grade. How many stars are on the American flag? Not stripes. How many stars?
50.
Okay. How many stripes for bonus?
13.
Yeah. Why?
Because of the 13 original colonies.
Beautiful. We all know that because it has.
It comes out. We hear that
correlation to our football team.
Yeah.
Okay. Third grade. What is the process by which plants make their food using sunlight? And if you say it in an Adam Sandler. No, I'm just kidding. What was that one in sorry. Okay. What is the longest river in the world? Fourth grade question.
The longest river in the world? Oh my goodness, there's 2 that come to mind.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna say the Amazon.
Yeah.
Is it? I was gonna
go back to
Amazon
fourth grade.
and Nile.
Yeah, go back to fourth grade. It's the Nile.
Okay.
That's okay.
So I got that one wrong.
Okay. Yes, correct. Repeat fourth grade. Fifth grade. What is the chemical formula of water?
H2O.
Yes. A little pause there. Sixth grade.
I almost said 0 as well.
Yeah. The O's for oxygen. What is the largest continent by area?
The largest continent by area.
Don't think tricky.
Yeah, Asia.
Yeah. What would you have thought if I was saying tricky? But don't worry about it.
Antarctica.
Yeah, that boy. I know it. All right. Seventh grade. What is the main circulatory fluid in our body?
Blood.
Correct. Eighth grade. Mm-hmm. What does a barometer measure?
I believe that's air pressure.
Close. We'll take it. Atmospheric pressure. But yes, that's
okay. Yeah. Atmospheric pressure.
You're right in the right. You're right now.
Air is the atmosphere mostly.
Yeah. Ninth grade, starting high school.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Looking a little something like that, right?
No,
there.
that's senior year, unfortunately.
Can we get that same face while I ask this question for you? Ninth grade, that was senior year. Wow. Name the component of blood that fights infection.
White blood cells.
Well done. 10th grade. Who wrote the play Hamlet?
Shakespeare.
Yes. All right, 11th grade. This is the one when pre-reading these questions, I did not know. Which president is, it's weird because I was actually alive during this. Which president is famous for his 14 points plan during World War I?
Oh, okay. I believe it's Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, well done.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm sure you guys prepped him on it. Way to go.
I was not prepped on that one.
Just kidding. You were a history guy, though. Okay.
Oh, I've studied Matthew's history and younger years extensively.
Woody and I were close. Which civilization is considered the oldest in the world?
Oh.
I was not on this one.
The oldest in the world. The oldest in the world. I mean, I have to go back to like what you hear about all the time with the Aztecs and the Incas.
Yeah, it's Mesopotamia. Yeah. I didn't know that one either. Well done, though.
Thank you.
We'll give you about, I don't know what that was, 88%? 1 of 12? What is that?
1 of 12.
84? What's the percentage?
I don't know. What's two of those? 5% of each
I feel like
of those.
I used to know that percentage, but
Of 20. I don't know. Okay, so it's not bad.
good warm-up.
Yeah. Are you warm?
Feel limber? No, I'm not.
I'm good. I've got a good sweat going.
Okay, now that we are done with the warm-up,
Yeah.
you feel good, I feel good, I'm loose and limber. You're ready to go. You said you were sweating, so that's good.
I am.
So we're ready to go. Let's jump into
Okay.
the waybacks.
I'm ready.
Let's go. All right, here we go. We are flashing back like we said. Cooper, we will start with the shorter flashback.
Mm-hmm.
We are going back to the day young Cooper Kupp, number 10, in your playbook, number 1 in your hearts, was born, which was June 15th,
Nice.
1993. That's a day in history right there, buddy.
It is. It is a day
okay.
in history.
Yeah, correct. We are going to go year in sports to start it.
Yeah.
NBA champions.
Yeah,
Got-
the NBA champions.
You got
that
any
year.
guess?
I have no idea
Okay.
who's NBA champions.
Bulls.
Oh, I should have known this. I said that too quickly.
I agree.
I said that way too quickly. I knew that.
Yes.
I knew that.
Yes. Bulls over the Suns.
I would have known
First-
it's over the Suns, but
First of the years. First of the three-peats. Or
Mhm.
year of the first three-peat. So.
I know this because the Drake song back to back 96, 97.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well if you just did the math.
Yeah. And you take the baseball hiatus in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Go back.
It works.
Yeah, well done. Big formula guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Major League Baseball champions.
Oh man.
I remember
I know
this
it wasn't the
play.
Mariners.
It's a really famous celebration of this play. It's the Blue Jays over the Phillies.
Okay, what happens? What was the celebration?
Joe Carter
Mm-hmm.
hit a walk-off and just his run to first base.
Oh yeah.
I believe the helmet came off at some point, but I might be wrong there.
I've seen the celebration. I didn't know that that was that year.
Yeah.
Celebration of Cooper coming into.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what he was excited for.
Yeah.
Was that you were coming into the world. The NHL champions were the Rangers over the Canucks. Not a big NHL guy myself.
I'm a big NHL guy.
Yeah.
I've never gotten around to it. I've heard going to the games though is pretty electric.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. Super Bowl champion, 93. What do you got?
1993.
Young dynasty related to where
Okay.
I grew up.
So Dallas.
There you go. And they beat the Bills,
I knew this
which
one
was
too.
one
Okay,
of
so
the
I knew this one too because
know.
my dad was with Dallas. And then he
Your
got
dad, turns out your dad's on the team, but we can't remember that one. Love you, Dad. You're the best.
Yeah. No, he was with them, but then he got let go because that wasn't the first.
So you were
year.
bitter about it, and that's why you didn't turn
He
it
got
on.
let.
I'm
No, I
just kidding.
think he got
I'm
let
just
go
kidding.
in 92.
Okay.
They won there. Did they win 92, 93?
Yeah, and 95.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, he got let go 92.
Right before the first one.
The first one.
Gotcha.
It's
MVP.
again, I'm just not thinking about these things.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
you
it's
know, 'cause
okay.
I was a wee little lad.
Yeah, you were. Super Bowl MVP was Emmitt Smith. Cost
Makes
for a
sense.
30-second Super Bowl commercial. What do you think?
I'm gonna go
It's not like
$830,000.
wow. That's a pretty good guess.
835.
Yeah, no, we're not that close, but 900,000. I don't want to sit here all day and watch you go up by 5. 900,000 though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I would
Thank you.
not have done that well. Halftime performer.
What?
There were multiple. Clint Black.
Oh, performers.
Correct.
I thought you were saying
Zuh was the name.
performer.
It's not SZA. She wasn't around back then. Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, Winona Judd, and Naomi Judd.
The Judds.
The Judds, the Tritts, the Tuckers, and the Blacks. There you go. I wouldn't have known that. Okay, Billboard #1. Year in pop culture. We're moving on.
Okay. Billboard #1.
Yep.
Song
Yep.
of 1993.
That's the one you sing all the time.
Yes, definitely.
That's The Way Love Goes by Janet Jackson. I think you were. It wasn't even really the song. It was more the music video. You knew the moves to, right? Is that what that was?
I am a big, secretly.
Maybe we'll get
big
that
Janet Jackson
next episode.
Dance move connoisseur.
We can get that. That would be great. Top grossing movie. Really happy for you in '93. Jurassic Park. Stud movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. Most popular cartoon.
In 1993.
Yeah.
Popeye.
Probably more my time, but Tiny Toon Adventures. The Tiny Toon Adventures.
I've never.
Yeah.
We need to do is go like 6 years in the future, and I can tell you everything.
Yeah.
99.
99. Right before
the end of the world.
Y2K. What did you do for Y2K?
I mean, I was actually in my bunker.
Yeah, that's what I figured, right?
Out.
Just hoarding canned foods.
Canned foods, lots of candy corn.
That's what it seemed like. I was on the beach in Florida.
In 99?
Yeah.
At the moment that things were going.
Yeah,
that makes sense because nothing can fall on you.
I was 11. Yeah, I don't know if there was that much thought into it. I think we were just hanging out with my mom's friends from college. It was fun.
Hanging out with your mom's friends
well,
from
like their
college.
families. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, we all went to the beach. Lit some fireworks off. Might have been I think there was a whole smoked pig at some point too. Maybe the first time I'd ever seen that.
With the apple in the mouth?
Yeah, the whole deal.
Nice.
And then the best-selling home video game of '93, Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter?
No.
Used to play the original. Was it Street Fighter that you would get in the in the arcade if you went to like get a cheeseburger after the game with your parents, and you go Street Fighter? And
see,
there's a dude with the cool hat.
You know all these things because you were of age when all those things were happening.
Yeah. How old are you? You're 31.
31.
So yeah, I'm 5 years older than you.
See, so you were.
That's about right.
Like kind of in that realm.
Yeah. It was me. It's really secretly me that's the Janet Jackson fan.
Yeah, I was going to say, listening to Janet Jackson at 5 years old.
It's my dance moves coming next episode.
So this will be tough because I'm not going to be able to help you at all on any of your stuff.
Right.
Because I wasn't here.
We can
get
an almanac out. We can get an almanac. What?
We could go through an almanac.
Go ahead.
We can go through any of the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. This is young Cooper in a T-bar. That's a T-bar face mask.
Yeah, it's New Orleans. There's my grandpa in the back. That's his helmet from his days with the Saints. The expansion
Bloodlines,
team.
Cooper Kupp, Bloodlines. Just been an athlete, dynamic athlete since birth.
It looks like I've already dug into the chocolate cake a little bit before going up the
ready
candle.
To get after that candle.
Mm-hmm.
What birthday do we think that is? Or is that just a house candle?
I'm going to say 3 or 4. Well, it probably
it's an extensive candle if that's going in a cake.
Stuck into a cake.
I mean, that's
how we were operating there.
That's maybe a donut. You know, there's a space for that big of a candle in the donut.
It's a huge candle. Oh,
that's a good one.
Yikes.
Is that your MySpace profile?
I think it might have been.
Yeah. What was your handle?
Where did you guys pull that off of?
What was your MySpace handle?
So I wasn't supposed to have a MySpace.
Ooh.
And
so
I did. And then...
Do your parents know this?
Or no, they do.
Are we exposed
right
now?
Oh, so actually, it might have been while I was seeing this picture, found
you're
out
like, ugh.
About,
It looks like the face you're making, like, oh no.
Oh, yeah, this is...
That's a good one, though.
This takes me back, this makes me start sweating. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Well, you know what's scaring me is just what's coming for me. And I'm terrified now.
The thing is, you didn't have social media and stuff like this happening.
Or a sweet camera phone like that.
Things.
How old do you think you are?
This is high school. I'm wearing a high school switch. So I went through a period of time
where
I didn't
looked
know
like you were 11, but you were in high school.
I didn't know what I was. Self-esteem was not high. But yeah, the last picture was MySpace. My thing was dumb blonde. Was my?
No, it wasn't. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I remember my dad found out about this,
and he was like, I don't care about the picture, but what the is this handle?
That's exactly. He was like, what is
That's
this? And that
so
was when I was like,
good.
you know what? It's probably better that we just delete this. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Those are actually 3D glasses from a movie. That last picture. And that's
me.
Me preparing for COVID.
That's just me right here, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in. I think
you preparing for COVID.
This is probably Easter. And I just remember my mom telling me that might have been seersucker she put me in. But she left to go get herself ready for Easter, and she came back, and I was in the fireplace.
Oh, good.
Covered in soot. So that didn't go over well. But
maybe you guys were going to Oktoberfest.
Yeah, maybe.
Lindenhosen,
I was going to sling some pints.
Liedenhosen.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I understood. This is my cue, actually.
Oh, yeah,
There
sorry.
we go. Mathew Stafford. February 7th, 1938. 1988.
Yep, there you
Sorry,
go.
there's a smudge on this one. Let's go through the photo. Can we go through the photos first? Let's do that. So here we go. We've got the Liedenhosen.
Oh, yeah. That is...
What are you wearing?
I believe this is when I lived in Atlanta. I'm just going to keep saying Easter or a special occasion so that these linen outfits that my mother was dressing me in seem more special than they were every day. But, yeah, I'm already dribbling left-handed. I mean... Wish I could have jumped. I couldn't jump. That's my grandmother in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Looking on with approval, I believe, as I hit a crossover at 2 years old.
That's great. This is more the grain I was thinking we would be
seeing. This is, again, Atlanta, early photos. It's my sister, Paige.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Paige.
You're mowing the grass.
And I'm mowing the grass, getting after a little bit of yard work. Look like I got some steel-toe boots on. And for safety measures. And then she was always, always wanting that long hair. And that was a blanket that she liked to wear around her head to give her the long hair feel.
Nice.
Oh,
there you go.
There it is again.
I like the
in
overalls.
a seersucker overall of some sort. Hooping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't look super
there
happy
we
this
go.
one. I really like.
You've seen those eyes in a photo from me before, though. You like to say that. But yeah, that's. I guess we're swimming. I don't know where we are. I don't think they were in Dallas.
You look more sad than like is that your sister?
Yeah, it's my sister.
She looks
again.
like more like the sun's in her eyes.
Yeah.
You look more like in
sad
pain.
to take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
There we are.
There we go. Again, me and old Paige. I'm wearing my Indiana Jones, big Indiana Jones fan growing up.
Makes sense.
Had like the hat. I mean, I was singing the music, running around the house. I had a bunk bed in my room. I was like fake whip jumping off of it, trying to do all the things.
I also love that you brought out, like as a young age, you get a good glimpse here at how old you are because you're already wearing your khakis and collared shirt.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm an old soul.
From the womb, like that dude right there, sitting down at the bar with a scotch.
Yes.
I wouldn't blink twice.
Yeah.
Besides
a couple teeth missing,
Yeah.
Be good.
But that could be just from a bar fight or something.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I would say whoever sent the photos in, much kinder from my end. Thank you, Mom.
That?
Love you.
But that's like I said, you weren't, Yeah, I don't like any of those photos that I had. That was awful. Okay, here we go. Year in sports.
Okay.
Let's go through some of these.
1988.
You've got an unbelievable memory of these kinds of things for some reason. So let's
You're
just go
setting
through
me up
some
for
of these.
failure. Thank you.
1988. You were born February 7th, so you were a little at the time, just after the Super Bowl. So
yeah.
Let's go there. Let's start there. We'll work our way down. MLB championship.
MLB. 88.
88.
I'm not gonna know. I'm gonna say the Yankees.
Yeah, there's the Dodgers. You should know this stuff.
Yeah,
Since
Dodgers.
We're here. Who was your team?
Growing up?
Yeah.
Texas Rangers. Spent the majority of my time growing up in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Rangers. Never, made any like serious runs until I was like, golly, however many years ago that was. Would
you go to the games?
I did.
Yeah.
My dad's one of the companies he worked for at some point had some tickets, so we would go. Mm-hmm. Got a ball thrown up to me in the stands once by Mark McLemore, second baseman. Sweet hands. But yeah, tossed me a ball once. I ran down there after a half inning or something. And
it's good memories of being at ball games.
Yeah. My dad took me out of school one year for opening day, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Played the Orioles. Grady Anderson, center fielder, had 50 home runs that year.
Cal Ripken around at that time?
Probably was. I don't remember how else. I feel like Grady Anderson was right. Had a couple good years with the Orioles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opening day home run at the ballpark in Arlington. I can't tell you what year.
Out of school to go to the opening day. That's
yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was like a surprise.
Yeah. Sat like way out in the outfield. It was a fun time.
That sounds great, man.
Yeah.
To be a kid again.
Yes.
These kids these days, they don't know how good it is.
I know.
If only you could let them know. Okay, NHL championship.
88?
In 1988, I'm assuming.
I mean, I'm just guessing. I have no idea.
Oilers over the Bruins.
Oh.
You weren't an NHL guy either, though.
No, the Stars were good when I was growing up a little bit, though. Went to a Stars parade, Dallas Stars parade once.
Have you been to an NHL game?
Oh, yeah. And I went to a bunch in Detroit.
In Detroit, that's right.
Yeah, because they were really good when I was there, and it was fun going to the Old Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to a couple Kings games, too.
Yeah. I still need to go. I haven't.
They're really fun to go to, especially
everyone says they're a lot of fun going to the games.
If you can catch a playoff hockey game, I mean, it's
electric.
Yeah.
Have you ever been up on the thing and had a chug of beer?
No, but I hit the drum at the Kings game. I think I did.
Second.
I think I did good at that.
Yeah.
But no.
See, considering it's just
haven't been can you rhythmyou hit this drum, and I succeeded.
Nailed it.
No. I don't think any on-camera beer chugs.
You think you do good at that?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What would your time be, you think?
Don't blink. That's all I'd say.
She just hit me in the throat with the microphone.
Done.
Goodness gracious, that was insane.
Sorry, pal.
See how aggressive that was?
Gotta be ready.
Okay. Super Bowl champion.
88.
I mean, you were born right after this, so I'll give you some hint. How about this? I'll give you the MVP.
Okay.
And see if you can figure out who won.
I would hope I could,
Yeah,
but
I would
maybe
hope
not.
so too. No, you will for sure.
Okay.
Okay, Doug Williams is MVP.
Oh, yeah. It's the Washington Commanders. Just to delicately dance around that one. Doug, hell of a player, though.
Great.
Great quarterback.
I've met him. He's
a giant
human being.
Wow. Agreed.
Shook his hand, and it's like, you could have played offensive line.
Yes, he was a monster.
Was,
Great player, though. Yeah, that's a cool one.
Economics question.
Okay.
Do the math. Cost for 30-second commercial. You know what it was in 93.
Yeah.
Inflation.
I'll go, what is it, 5 years later?
Yeah. I think inflation's
$723,000.
723?
Yeah.
You're about 100,000 off.
Okay.
645.
Okay.
645,000.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's a good guess.
What is it now? You want to throw that number out there?
Yeah, that's
for
a
us?
great question.
I bet you it's significant. I bet it's like a million. No,
it's like
2 million.
8 digits, right? It's 10, right? 7? 7 million for 30 seconds?
7 million for 30 seconds.
Wow.
So that's a mixture of inflation and also the growing of our game.
Yeah.
And also the insatiable consumerism of America. Halftime performer.
88.
I know who one of these
I got no idea.
options are. So you know who the Rockettes are.
I do.
Do you know who Chubby Checker is?
I'm unfamiliar with his work.
Chubby Checker. He couldn't have been around for too long. Is Chubby Checker around for long? Can we get an update on Chubby Checker's
How many hits does he
career?
have? Also, Chubby Checker, welcome back to the world of pop. You.
Around 83 years old from Philadelphia.
Well, I figured he's still around. I was more thinking like,
The Twist.
oh,
really?
Chubby, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, agreed.
We disrespected
We meant
you there.
no disrespect.
it's just a tough name to like go into like that work with. So, which is credit to you.
Chubbs was up there with the Rockettes.
Chubby Checker and the Rockettes. It was Chubby Checker and the Rockettes. I don't know if that's like Chubby Checker and the Rockettes or like Chubby Checker.
And then pause, high kick from the Rockettes.
But yeah.
Interesting that the Rockettes, I mean, it had to have been the Rockettes.
It was the Rockettes dancing.
Yeah, because do they sing? Yeah, right? I've been to a Rockettes performance with my grandmother once in New York.
Chubby Checker and the Rockettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was singing and they were dancing.
Well done, Chubby.
Well done.
Crazy the Twist.
Yeah.
Was when you were
no
just saying
that was his early success.
Here in he was doing this. He had come back out of retirement to do this.
100%.
All right, Billboard #1. I don't even know. Like this person does jewelry now, I believe. Jewelry.
I don't know.
Tiffany. Could have been.
What? The human's name is Tiffany?
The human's name is Tiffany. The song Could Have Been. I believe after the song, she went into jewelry.
What could have been for Tiffany? We'll never know.
No. Yeah, because you stopped.
Yeah, and transferred into
after she went Billboard #1.
Teal box jewelry.
I believe it's Tiffany color jewelry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Got our own color.
Can't believe I would.
Immediately after the game. Top grossing movie. This is a very famous saying that people say, and it's never funny. It's meant to be funny. It's never funny though.
What is it?
Robin Williams says, I believe. Robin Williams?
Oh. Is it really meant to be funny though? Because I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Good morning.
But you gotta say it the right way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it for you. Vietnam.
There you go. It would have been better if you said that how it's supposed to be said.
Good.
Okay, it's all good. You have to do it like soprano.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm working with.
All right. Most popular cartoon. This is a good one, which is interesting because I feel like this one in my head is newer than the one that was mine.
88.
Interesting.
Tom and Jerry.
No, it's a bunch of
Rugrats.
It's a bunch of birds.
I don't know that one.
DuckTales. Which I believe is like Donald Duck and Crew, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What are their names? The three little rascals. Huey, Louie, and Chewie.
I don't know that one. Yeah.
Dewey, Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
They should be. Just saying. Partnership?
Yeah. We'll see if I can get a hold of Donald.
DuckTales flavored coffee? Not sure that would fly.
A duck-tailed flavored coffee. It wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Best-selling home video game. You got a good one.
What?
OG. Think OGs. Just two of them. Yeah, I think these were actually the first video games ever made. Not Pong.
Is it? Oh, I don't know. Like, are we talking like Mario Kart?
Yeah, it was Super Mario.
Super Mario?
And Duck Hunt. Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt? That was the one that you could like up against the wall, right? You got like a projector, and you had like a fake shotgun or whatever, and you were hunting ducks.
Is that what it was?
My friends
had a
projector.
projector.
I didn't have that. I'm sure there was a actual video game for a while, but I feel like my friends had like a little projector.
Really?
And then you would like up on the wall.
It just seems advanced.
I agree, but we were doing big things in '88.
You think by then, if they were doing that in '88, that now you'd be playing games where you like were holding a gun and able to move around, like you were able to play Call of Duty, acting like you're in the game.
Can you not? I have no idea. I haven't played a video game in 15 years, so maybe longer.
I haven't played in a while either, but I feel like
people are still going like this.
Tutu's never like told me he was out running around.
Games got too complicated for me when we had dual joysticks. What are we doing? I just got the one to move the player, Nintendo 64, and then buttons. But we started going dueling joysticks.
I feel like 64.
It was
had
like
that though. Didn't
I just started looking. My screen, my friend's screens would be like locked in, and my screen would just be creating nausea for everyone.
Yeah, I remember when Halo came out. I had a real tough time, especially because everything was inverted.
Yeah, it was like down to go up and left to go right. Yeah, I mean, I can't do it.
Yeah,
I wasn't good either. Okay, now we're gonna say.
Okay.
It's 1999.
1999.
So no longer 93.
Yes.
You're a young child in one of those lovely photos we saw.
Yes.
Creating MySpaces and just melting hearts. Okay, first memory of football.
Yeah.
What is your first memory of football or your youth football
first memory
story?
Of football was growing up. Like we had a little area behind the couch playing on the carpet.
Yeah.
With my dad, right? Like he's on his knees, tackling me or whatever. First memory of like organized football.
Yeah.
We were not good.
Me
We were not good.
We were not good.
I played running back. First game, score a touchdown, spiked it as hard as I could. Bow.
Dad?
Penalty.
Not fired up about it?
Well, that's what you did as a kid when you scored. It was like your dad's like, hey, spike it.
Yeah.
So that's what you do every time.
Yeah.
So I scored, spiked it.
Haven't spiked it since?
15-yard penalty. Have not celebrated since. Ruined it right off the bat.
God, it's like PTSD on the spikes for you there, bud.
It ruined it for me. So you just, toss it to the ref.
Now we hand it to the ref.
Yeah. What were you?
Started playing like organized football 4th grade. I think I've told you this before, but we were playing 6-man football back in the day.
Leather helmets.
Yes, leather helmets, no mouthpiece. Salt tablets and cigarettes at halftime. No, it was we 6-man football at the YMCA in Dallas.
Yeah.
And so a lot of teams were like 3,
2 split out.
2 spread out quarterback or like a running back and 1 receiver or whatever. Everybody was kind of eligible to go out for a pass. Yep. But we did center, quarterback, 4 wides.
Basically flag football now except tackle.
Correct. No blocker. Dad said figure it out.
Was it a big field?
Yeah, it might have been like 80 yards or 60 yards and a little bit. I think maybe a little tighter. I think it was like 60 by 40 or 80 by 40, something like that. But it was kind of a cool way to like get everybody involved, so somebody wasn't just like stuck playing O-line or never touching the ball.
Everyone gets.
But those are kind of my like earliest memories. Quarterback, middle linebacker.
Of course.
Classic.
Every
combo.
quarterback thinks they're a middle linebacker.
Yeah, until you have to tackle.
All right, here we go. Favorite meal
as a kid.
As a kid, and any of your weird eating habits.
Do I have any? Or what were they?
I mean, you can discuss them now, but I was saying more as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid. My favorite meal was probably, there's a really famous little burger joint in Dallas called Jack's Burger House.
Mm-hmm.
Really good cheeseburger, french fries. I have since taken my family there when we go back to Dallas to give it to them.
Nostalgic?
It was.
Did they like it?
Took the twins there really early. They were super small. Fed them the burgers. One of them had an allergic reaction, which was awesome. No, she was totally fine, but just real red and patchy. Nothing against Jack's Burger House. Never gave me one, but
but that was softness.
Yeah, that was my go-to growing up. That was probably my favorite. Weird eating habits. I was a pretty normal eater. I just remember for some reason I thought it would be funny / grown up to, here goes to the old man as a young kid. 7-year-old birthday, asked my dad to make swordfish on the grill for me.
Of course.
Don't know why, but I'll never live that one down. My family's like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my one weird eating habit. What about you? Favorite meal as a kid?
Oh man, I don't know. I love to eat. I would say
pulled pork sandwiches.
Liked. Well, no, I grew into the pulled pork sandwiches. I just didn't really get to have a pulled pork sandwich until later on.
Yeah.
I would say I was a big like seafood crab boil.
Yeah.
Like that would have been like my favorite thing.
Really?
Like I thought that Red Lobster.
Yeah, was
the top. I didn't think there was anything above Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Red Lobster was the pinnacle of restaurant life. So if you go to
you're
Red
saying
Lobster,
it's not?
I've grown out of that one.
Okay.
Nothing against Red Lobster, except that it's just
biscuits.
not good.
Okay.
I don't have anything weird. I don't think. I don't think I drink a lot of chocolate milk.
Really?
I was
because of the it was good for you after a workout, or just because you liked it?
I just really liked it. So I would go through I would have 3 big mugs of. We had root beer mugs.
Yeah.
Which I guess were probably beer mugs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but they're root beer for you.
They were root beer for us.
Yeah.
And I'd fill one of those up with chocolate milk 3 times a day.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't a big milk drinker. I mean, I had some, but not a lot.
Which is weird, because you're from Texas, which seems like more of a...
I know.
It's kind of a buttermilk thing.
Yeah.
You like buttermilk?
I don't know. I like buttermilk pancakes. I don't know that I've had it in liquid form.
I think buttermilk's a Texas thing.
Oh, yeah? I don't know that I've had it in liquid form.
No. I don't know if it would be good to drink. Sounds very fattening. Music of choice. Did you ever have a phase? Did you have a phase growing up?
Jeez.
Music first, and then I want to know about your own
music of
phase.
choice. I feel like I didn't listen to a ton of music. I started listening to a lot of rap and hip hop when I was in like middle school and high school.
Yeah. You were Sinatra, obviously, growing up, like when you were really young.
No, I remember getting a Hanson CD at one point for Christmas. Shout out to those guys. Do you know who that is?
Hanson?
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. And then my first concert was a Spice Girls concert, which is a tough one. Sister's birthday.
It was a tough one.
I just got.
It's just tough to say that was your first concert.
Yeah, it hurts, but I got drugged to it. And
do you have a good time?
I don't remember. There were probably like a lot of girls around, so I was probably into that. But other than that, I was probably really embarrassed to be there, because like my sister and all our friends had like shirts painted, signs, the whole thing.
You just felt like you were a part of it, and you're like, too cool for
I'm
it.
just here because I have to be here. I'm here so I don't get fined, right? It's like me and Marshawn.
Nice.
It was him, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what about phase? Any phases of
No, I mean,
life?
I guess you could say, like, I don't know, like I listen to rap, but it's like the
phase
same
of like your life. Like were you always just the old man Stafford all the way through? There was no point of like. So like for me, I went through I was this like as skater as can be.
Oh really?
Big old skate shoes, long hair.
Yeah. Why were those pictures?
I don't know. I don't know why I got all.
Were you wearing Jinkos? Do you remember those?
I wasn't wearing Jinkos.
Okay.
I was more of we did the knockoff brand, so you wouldn't have heard of any of them. But
I got you.
But yeah,
you were a skater boy.
Big baggy jeans.
Wow. I could see that though. I mean, where you grew up.
I'm
just saying, like Pacific Northwest. I feel like it's there was a grunge movement. You're still holding on to it a little bit,
That's kind of a Nirvana thing.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I didn't really have
that.
a phase.
See, this is what I'm saying about Mathew. He came out the womb old, and he's just been old.
Just an old curmudgeon.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good though. You went to a Spice Girls, and you tried to venture out.
I did, and then just
wasn't
came right back to my cocoon.
My music of choice. 'Cause I know you're gonna ask.
Yeah, that was next on my.
I'm a big currently. Oh, this is kid's favorite. First CD I had was Will Smith Greatest Hits. Put in my Walkman.
Was like how many great hits was it at that point?
Like
was like Welcome to Miami and like all that.
It's just Miami, but yes, Miami. There's like the
Fresh Prince, like
the Girls of the World, Ain't Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah,
I don't know what the name of the song was.
Yeah.
Freddie was on there. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was on there.
Okay.
There's some good ones.
Yeah.
Men in Black was on there.
Yeah.
Summertime was on there.
Men in Black. Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, I listened to that and I felt pretty cool.
Yeah.
Walking around with that. So that was my first. That's the only thing I had to listen to. So Will Smith Greatest Hits.
There you go. Over and over.
Over and over. I do want to know who picked the photos because I know they're in this room. So we'll figure that out after the show.
Appreciate you guys.
Here. But we do have an outro here. I didn't think it was fair to only challenge my intelligence.
Great.
So I just want to pull a few.
So we'll keep moving this whole thing.
We got a few of them. So we're going just first grade through fourth grade.
Yeah. Can't wait. I'll believe it when I hear it.
What?
Go ahead.
Believe what?
That it's first grade through fourth grade.
It is first. It's
okay.
First, second, third, fourth.
Okay.
It's just all the time we had. Because I wanted to give them, but we only had time to get first through fourth.
Okay.
But it is what it is. Okay. First grade. What is 9,351 in expanded form?
In expanded form, 9,351?
Yeah.
I don't even know what expanded
break
form
it down
is.
to chunks.
It's 9,000s, 300s, 50 tens, and 1 1.
Nice. Ding, ding.
Okay.
There we go.
Not
Second
a first
grade.
grade question.
The inner part of the Earth is called?
The core.
Good. See?
Okay.
Which gas makes up the majority of the Earth's atmosphere?
I believe it's nitrogen, but yeah.
Good. Fourth grade. What art style is characterized by bold colors, geometric shapes, and abstractions?
I would say abstract.
No, why would we put the answer in the
Because
word?
it's a fourth grade question.
No. Okay, we failed fourth grade.
What
Just
is
like
it?
I did, though, so
Yeah.
it's fair.
I must have skipped it.
Yeah, that's right.
What was the answer?
Cubism, as all
Cubism.
fourth graders know.
That was
Cubism
my
is
next guess.
the art style characterized by bold colors, geometric shapes, and abstraction.
There we go.
So
Cubism.
there we go. What we learned today. We both need to go back to fourth grade.
Yeah, can't wait. UP Elementary, what about you?
Nob Hill Nighthawks.
Nob Hill Nighthawks. We're the UP Panthers. Garnet and gold.
I think we were black and yellow,
Yeah.
like the Lil Wayne song.
Well
there
done.
we go. Thank you for joining us. Episode 3, 9 and Dime. We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir. All right, we're back to another episode of 9 and Dime, the final episode of the season. Mixed emotions on that.
It's been a ride.
It's been a ride. But I hope you guys have liked. We changed the format a little bit this year. Some of the stories, some of the guests, some of the games have been a little bit different. I hope you guys have liked that. We have enjoyed it. At least I have. I can't speak for Cooper.
I have enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you to our guests for coming on. Fan involvement has been great as well. So we appreciate you guys very much. This episode, we'll be diving into some outside the gridiron or outside the lines kind of how we grew up a little bit as far as sports go, sports we enjoy playing now, what we like to do off the football field, whether that be activities or hobbies. That's what we'll be diving into. And you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Let's warm up.
Agreed.
Let's get warm. Let's do our stretches, do our calisthenics.
That's it.
My shorts are too short.
Yeah, I was trying to bait you into that one.
I'm not going to fall for it.
I know.
I wore my cords today. They're a little short, so.
Fire away. Let's hear the warm-ups.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the warm up. I forgot that I'm doing the warm up. All right, so here's the warm up. The warm up's called Know the Rules.
Okay.
So you talked a little bit about sports outside of football. I want to get an idea of what you know. You're obviously being a Ram. You are a situational master.
Okay.
And it's good to know it's important to know the rules to be a situational master.
I agree with you.
You got to know the rules of these other sports and see if you can be a situational master of these other ones.
I'll do my best.
And, okay, here we go. Basketball. We're starting with an easy one. How many seconds is a lane violation?
3.
3 is what you said. Correct. But you don't spend much time in the paint. You're more outside.
Spot up 3 and D.
Yeah.
Those guys get paid these days.
You play defense?
Kidding me? Slap the floor. Let's go.
You can't reach the floor. You can't bend over and reach the floor right now.
I could have when I was younger. But yes, correct.
Okay, here we go. How many seconds is the NBA shot clock? There's
24.
2 easy ones in a row. Okay. There's another one. How long do you have to advance the ball past half court?
Used to be 10, now it's 8.
I didn't know that, but yes, correct. It is now 8. I didn't know if it used to be 10.
Yeah.
But no one presses anyways, so I don't know what the...
Yeah, it's just
there's like
how
an
slowly we
arbitrary rule.
Yeah.
I would love to know how often that is called in an NBA
I bet
season.
it happens more often through neglect than it does through like pressure.
That's
You know,
what I'm
like
saying.
some
Them,
people
like,
just like
slowly
get the call
rolling
from
the ball.
coach
Yep.
and yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone look that one up. I'll keep going though. Who invented basketball?
James, I'm gonna say Naismith. Is that correct? Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah,
That was going to be a tough one. You went first name as well.
Yeah.
How many regular season games?
Was he a doctor? Look that up.
That is true, I think.
I believe he was a
that is true.
PhD in hoops. I think.
What was the goal?
Was it like an apple box or something?
Peach basket.
Peach basket. Yeah, some sort of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Thatched fruit carrier.
Thatched fruit. Yeah, good. Woven. Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Naismith.
Of
people,
Hoops.
I think.
Hoops, I think. Doctor of Hoop. Oh, wow. Okay. PhD.
Naismith's saying Doctor of People.
Yeah. From Canada. Eh?
While we're on topic of doctors, would you refer to a doctor, would you call someone a doctor if they were a doctorate in something that wasn't being a doctor?
Yes, because I feel like most people that earn their doctorate really would like you to call them doctor no matter what they earn that doctorate in.
So you do have respect for their need
ability
to be
to withstand the rigors of academia,
whatever it is.
Because I could not.
What if you don't respect what if you don't respect the rigors of what their academia is?
Well, I do. I respect all rigors of academia. Okay. Let's keep the warm-up going.
Okay. I don't know why that was so funny to me. But, okay. How many regular season games are there in the NBA?
82.
Okay. We went easy with you on the basketball one.
Okay.
Okay. I was hoping there's going to be one situational one here. There wasn't. It's all right. Okay. Baseball.
Okay.
This is more right up your alley because you were a baseball guy before a football guy.
Okay.
You'll know these ones. How far apart are the bases at the professional level?
90 feet.
What's the distance from the pitcher's mound to home plate?
60 feet, 6 inches.
How long do you have to advance the ball past half court?
That's a hoops question. I'm unfamiliar with the half court line on the baseball diamond. 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, so that one's not supposed to be on there.
That's okay.
How many regular season games are there in the MLB?
162.
Too many. How many stitches are on an MLB baseball?
That's a great question. I feel like I've been told that and I've forgotten. 73?
Close. 108.
108? Yeah.
You don't
That's
really
on
need
me.
to know that, though.
That's on me.
That's not going to help you in any way of, like, situationally.
Yeah. It's just arbitrary knowledge. I'll never
Yeah.
forget it now, though.
Yeah. 108.
Yep.
And we also learned about the half court
In there.
in the baseball.
diamond. Yeah.
So it's good. So do you feel warm right now?
I do.
You feel warmed up? You sweating?
Quite
Yes.
warm.
The lights are
I'm probably
beaming
gonna
down
have some
upon you.
chest sweat coming
Yeah.
through here in a
It's
second.
good. So there we go. Basketball and baseball. I was hoping we were going to have some situational stuff, but we just got, we had some rules
Yeah.
and some.
I feel good about
Trivia.
it. I feel good about my
Okay.
performance.
So let's go to this. We're talking sports outside of the normal world of football.
Yes. And as kids, I think, to start.
Yeah,
is how
as
we want to
kids
start.
Yeah. So as kids to start. So baseball
Okay.
was your thing.
It was.
It was like you grew up, baseball was what you did. You wear that hat every single day because you want to remind yourself like what could have been.
Yes. What could have, should have been.
Which tell us real quick before we go into
yeah.
it, what would it be if you had pursued baseball?
What do you think I could have done?
No. Where would you be right now?
Oh.
You obviously-
Probably not playing baseball still.
No, come on, you'd probably be playing.
Yeah. Maybe I'd be somewhere.
If Cal
No.
Ripken can do it,
No, I loved it. I loved the game. I feel like I tell people this, like I feel like in baseball, when I grew up, in baseball you like knew you were better earlier than you did football. Now in football
Mhm.
they offer kids scholarships in the 4th grade. Wasn't a thing when I was growing up. But baseball, you go on like a travel team when you're 11
Mm-hmm.
and somebody would call you up and be like, "Hey, we think you're good. Come play with us." And I was like, "Oh," or whatever.
Yeah.
And so got to do some of that. But yeah, I loved baseball. I pitched a little bit. Everybody's always like, "Oh, you're a pitcher," and I was like, not really a pitcher, more shortstop, catcher.
Is that what you would do if you were to have made it to the MLB? What do you think you would have
If
done?
I would have tried to play in the field, I would have either tried to catch, because you don't really have to hit when you catch.
You don't really have to hit.
Yeah, I mean like you don't have to be the best hitter on the team.
Oh, gotcha.
Like majority of the teams, catchers are
Real good at
bottom third hitters on the team.
real good at just being.
Yeah, like I would be a defensive catcher.
Yeah.
Because I could hit in high school, but I wasn't like.
Mm-hmm. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean,
So you think
you
you'd kind of have to go that route, or be
That
real
would've-
good at first or third,
or I would have had to move to the corners and just
work on your flexibility,
hit bombs.
and hit bombs.
Yeah, but I was like a 3-hole hitter, doubles,
Mhm.
occasional homer. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I would have had to have just said, "Hey, let's just swing for the fences and play
Yeah.
the corner."
Are you flexible enough to play first?
No.
So third.
Fun fact: freshman year of high school,
I'm ready.
playing in a travel baseball tournament before my freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was like 8th grade. Line drive to center field, guy on second base, didn't tag up. I'm the shortstop. Center fielder makes a great catch, throwing it to me. I stretch to try to get the double play, dislocate the kneecap for the first time. First base was not going to be in the cards.
No.
We would have had to play the hot corner and try to hit bombs.
Yeah. So you do that.
Yeah, that would have been my. But I didn't really like playing third. I like short. But
Yeah. Was there okay outside of dislocating your kneecap?
Yeah.
Was there any like moment that you look back on with fondness of like baseball years of like real fun
A
times
lot of
or
them,
fun
yeah.
experience, fun
lot of
moment?
them, yeah.
Was like what's your high moment?
This isn't even like a personal one, like
Mhm.
not anything I did extraordinary, but I remember we were just a local team from Dallas, like
Mhm.
just my small town I kind of grew up in, maybe a couple other kids that lived a little bit far away, but we went to this tournament in Atlanta. We were ranked 63rd out of 64 coming in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we were just happy to be there. USSSA tournament. And there were all these like travel teams from California, from Texas, from all over the country, East Cobb. I mean, these great teams coming in. And we ended up making it to the Final Four. Mm. And it was the first time I ever played with more than 2 umps. Right, you used to have like the one ump in the field and then the guy behind the plate. They painted the bases. We had umps down the line, an ump in like center. I was like, oh man, this is sweet.
Yeah.
And ended up getting got knocked out in the game to get into the finals, but that was a really cool experience. And we were there for like what felt like a week.
Yeah.
Because we just kept going, and we're like, what? How are we doing this?
That's pretty cool.
And it was a fun deal.
Anyone on that team that you remember go do anything with baseball?
Yeah. I mean, Clayton was on that team.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure. I know
but like,
from high school was. I just wasn't sure.
Clayton was a good player, but like our buddy who I've mentioned in another different podcast, Jake Felt, was like, I think he made the all-star team of this tournament.
Gotcha.
He was hitting bombs and stealing bases, playing center, pitching, doing all of it. But Kershaw was on our team, and he was always a really good baseball player, but became the dominant force that he is when he got into high school and got a little bit of height.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just a high school
team.
No.
But we were from that big, played on every baseball team together.
I never did the travel thing. I did all-stars from like the Little League stuff.
I never played Little League baseball.
Gotcha. You were just travel.
Yeah, we just didn't play the Little League World Series. I never was in that group. It was more whatever we played, which was USSSA or AAU or something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
All right. And you were a soccer player
first. Like baseball was your first thing?
Yeah.
Soccer was my first thing until I found football. It was real like.
I played soccer too, but I wasn't very good.
So I played from like 6 years old to 9 years old, and then I found football. I was like, it wasn't
only
like
3 years. I played soccer longer than you.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't like playing it. You know, this is little. I played baseball longer than I played soccer.
Yeah, but you have good juggling skills.
Yeah. Well, I hacky sacked obviously during my
during
skateboarding
your
years.
phase. That's so good.
I mean, there wasn't a hacky I haven't sacked during that time.
Wow. I'm happy for you. I wish we had more photos of that.
I spent a lot of time doing the hacky sack, which is what kind of going back
led you
to
into
the soccer thing was
soccer.
Like it was kind of started with
next
soccer.
Step. Now
hacky sack was like the level up. So then it's like you go back to soccer. It's like, okay, well this is easy because the hacky
look how big the ball is.
The hacky responds differently.
Yeah. Got to generate way more force.
The physics are different. Yeah. So I've done it. I played. You know, I thought I was good at soccer.
Yeah.
But I had no desire to like pursue it.
Right.
I thought I was better at baseball
than you probably were.
Than I probably was.
Just kidding.
No, honestly, probably better at baseball than I thought I was. Yeah. But I was better at baseball than football. But I really knew like football is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So.
You think it's easier to be better at baseball early than football, maybe?
I think so, because it's just less physical. Like to me, it was more like a skill thing that you can practice and do.
Yeah,
like you don't have to be bigger than people or faster than people were in football. That helps a lot when you're younger.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Like, you know, you can get around it.
And so basically that was it. You played soccer, football, and baseball?
I played basketball.
You hooped? Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't a great hooper growing up, though.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're a great hooper now? I mean, we've played how many games of horse together? One?
We played one game.
And I want to know.
Together. Yeah, but that was, I mean, it was on a carnival hoop. The hoop was an oval, and the backboard was broken.
I just hear excuses, but
look, we played one time, and that's it. That's all I've seen.
What any musical instruments?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. So I played guitar since I was in like 5th, 6th grade.
Okay.
I taught myself piano once I got into the NFL.
Yeah.
And I went to Hawaii, and I was like, oh, ukulele is like guitar, except there's only 4 strings. It's way easier.
Yeah.
So I started doing that. And then I taught myself mandolin, because mandolin has 8 strings.
Are you talking about Mandarin Chinese or?
No.
What is mandolin? I didn't
A
know that was an
mandolin.
instrument.
Yeah, it's like a real small. It's between
Isn't
like.
that what cuts things really sharply in the kitchen? What's that
Yeah,
called?
it's a mandolin also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is not one of those. A
Don't do that.
mandolin is. Yeah, no, trust.
Careful with sharp objects.
No, a mandolin is like it's like a country.
Oh, I don't know that
sounding,
one.
Yeah, instrument. 8 strings, but they're in pairs close together, and so you play it like a 4-string instrument.
And when do you have time to do this?
I don't get to do it a lot, but in between.
In between what?
In between stuff, you just find times to do it.
That's incredible. I played the recorder in the 4th grade.
Yeah, I think everyone does that.
Correct.
In music class.
And then I've never touched an instrument since. My sister took piano lessons.
You never touched an instrument since like you made it a point to never even get near it.
I might have
People, keep your
tried.
instruments away from Matthew.
I might have tried the guitar for,
Yeah.
2 days. Sore fingers,
No, you have to get through it. You have to really callous them up. Like let's see, they're
Yeah.
like all calloused.
tough, and I just wasn't very good at it. So
Well, you played it for 2 days,
yeah,
so
well, I was
that's
good at most things
understandable.
after
Wow.
2 days.
Talk about the
Guitar,
rigors of
not.
academia. The rigors of anything is just too much for
Correct.
Mr. Stafford here to push through. All right, here we go. Let's move on to adult life.
Okay,
You're an avid golfer. You spend more time golfing than you do playing football.
incorrect. Incorrect.
So talk about what's your best round. I think it was recent actually. Didn't you have a really good round just this last year?
Yeah, but I think I had a.
Oh, you get a better one. Yeah. Oh, ooh.
No, I have not broken par. I
You've
got
gotten
very
close.
close. Yes.
You're consistently low 80s, high 70s,
try to be.
which is Matthew's way of saying yes. He's kind of a humble brag kind of guy. If he kind of goes like, if you say something and he doesn't outwardly refute it, it means you were pretty accurate with it. So just
What
tell
kind
us
of golfer are you, Cooper?
I'm a
Non-existent.
I don't really golf.
No.
I love golf.
You're good
I
at
just
it
don't
too.
get a lot of time to do it. I wouldn't say I'm really good at it.
No. I wouldn't either.
I can
But
see what I'm saying.
no, but you could be really good.
If
You
I
got a
played
lot of
a
swing
lot,
speed, and
yeah, I could
you have
dial things
understanding.
back a little bit more.
You have
and be
understanding
better
of
at
the
it, but
game. You just don't play.
Yeah, my best round I've
Speaking
ever
of-
played was in a golf tournament, the Lake Tahoe tournament.
Yeah,
Shot an 82.
that's great. See, it's in there.
Yeah,
It's just the last time you played was
was in Vegas after the Super Bowl.
February 20th of
Yes,
2022
with some rental clubs.
with some rental clubs.
And
Maybe
I
a
had
beer
to
or two.
tee off after you and after teeing off after you and Whit
Well, yeah,
just mash the ball.
yeah. But you are a good golfer.
Yeah. Just
Say it to
don't
yourself.
get around it.
Affirmation.
Just no, I'm not gonna say it. I don't deserve it. Give us your best round. Just tell us what your best round is.
I shot a 73.
73.
It's like the best real round of golf
Yeah.
I've played. I feel like at Atlanta Athletic Club.
Ever hit a hole in one?
No, you?
I think it's only for bad golfers.
I agree.
I think you have to be real good
Yeah,
or real bad.
yeah.
And those
Average
hit the
guys,
home runs.
we don't.
You don't
I
get to do
agree.
it.
I'm not doing
Any good? What was your best? What was your best? Whatever, foursome, threesome. What was the best like? You think of like, wow, that was a pretty epic like group.
that. I mean, I had a lot of fun. That Vegas golf round was only 3 of us, right? Or do we have a fourth? Was
Was Tony there?
Tony there?
I don't think he might have been busy.
I don't remember.
or something.
But that was a fun time because then
Okay.
the girls showed up
The girl showed up.
on their own cart. They were having a time. That one's up there. I feel like I've gotten to play Augusta a few times, which is
Yeah.
incredible. It's the best place on earth, I feel like. But those are awesome
Mhm.
rounds. But I do enjoy like vacation golf.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm barefoot. Maybe
Yes.
a t-shirt on.
Discovery golf.
Yeah, Discovery Golf has been
It's pretty. That's
been pretty
unique.
good to me.
Yeah. On that Vegas trip,
yeah,
I got a text message from Peyton,
yeah.
and I don't know if you remember this, and he's like, "Hey, Eli's heading out, from LA here like
Yeah.
next weekend. Why don't you come with him? Come out with us, play Augusta for a couple days,
Yeah.
hang out, and then Eli's flying back. You can fly back with him
Yeah.
to LA and like have a time."
Yeah.
And I was just so exhausted and so done
Yeah.
with like that season, and I was ready to just not do anything, just be at home with
Yeah.
family and stuff, and I turned it down.
It's a tough one to turn down.
It was
I've had to
tough-
do it once.
it was a brutal turn down
But
that
never with
it will
the
probably
invite
never
of-
happen again. But
I've never had to turn it down with the invite of the flight. I mean, they were just catering to you.
No, I know. I told my brother-in-law, who's an avid golfer, and he just about
He
died.
disowned you,
Yeah.
as he should.
So that was a tough one. That was a tough moment. And, Peyton, if you're watching this,
Sorry.
I'm extremely sorry. And, if you're ever going again, just, give me a holler. I haven't golfed in 3 years.
Should go great.
It'd be great. It'll be a fun time. Okay.
Hoops?
So good. Yeah.
Do you hoop still in the off season or no?
No, I'm not. I don't, competitively do it.
Yeah, well,
like,
obviously.
Puka and I.
You let me beat you.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, with the D-League team, I'm, on call with them. But I just, I've just told them, I don't.
Did you ever, though?
Hoop?
Yeah, I'm saying in the off season. Did you ever,
I used to, do pickup games and stuff like that, but I don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
it's just not. It just doesn't make sense to do it.
Yeah.
The most aggressive we get is doing King of the Court with Puka.
Yeah.
One dribble King of the Court.
Okay.
And I just wipe the floor with Puka.
Yeah.
I'm not a big bragger, but I will if it means putting Puka down.
Yeah.
And I wipe the floor with him.
Well done.
And he still thinks that after football he's
gonna play in the NBA or Europe.
He wants to go play in Lithuania.
Yeah. Good chance.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah. So I don't really do any. I don't run with much of those guys.
Yeah. I hooped a little bit when I used to go back to Atlanta.
Talk about your time with
Matty Ice.
With Matty Ice.
Yeah, we had
Church League,
we
right?
had a little church league squad, 2-year back-to-back champs, and we were the only team in the league with females on our team, because Kelly played a bunch in high school. Matt's wife Sarah went to Boston College and played D1 basketball. But yeah, we won the D League 2 years in a row.
But you guys still had the death squad lineup.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It was all fun and games, and if we needed to turn it on in the fourth quarter, it was Kelly's brother Chad, who played receiver in the NFL and was a really good athlete.
Point guard.
Yes. Matt Ryan, who was 6'5",
quarterback for Atlanta Falcons.
Correct. Myself, and then we had a few other guys that would fill in. One of them was a guy named Drew Primus. He played he was on Duke's practicing squad. He would just go practice against him. He wasn't tall enough to really play. He was 6'3", whatever. But he unbelievable skills and and some other guys. But we would put the fellas out there, and it was game over.
I would love.
It was really competitive. Matt
Anyone's,
made a guy bleed once.
See, someone out there had to have gotten video of that stuff happening, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure someone was on the signs oh, that's Mathew Stafford.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan.
We were kind of I feel like we were hated. We were hated.
I wonder why.
Yeah,
you
I
guys
know.
weren't.
But it was
that church league.
Yeah, it was these guys are gonna show up and.
Yeah.
But
someone out there has video. I'd love to
send it into the show.
I want to see what that looked like.
Diagram my pick and roll.
Were you a pick and roll guy?
Yeah, I was the picker.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was back when I was 225.
Yeah.
A little more authority.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, who do we think is the best hooper on our team? That's a good question. We have a new addition to our team that I know for a fact is a good hooper too.
Who's that?
Q. Cephas.
Okay, he's a good hooper.
2-foot jumper.
Yeah, I see that. I've heard DK's really good. I've heard Tyler Johnson's really good.
Yeah.
But just because people say they're really good,
we saw Tyler's highlight video though from high school. Remember that? Didn't Rags play that or something?
Yeah.
But it's been a while.
It's been a while, and we've watched Benny Sco's highlights,
true.
and it's oh wow, Benny, you look like you can really hoop, and then you're
nah.
Benny, you can't hoop.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's what is it now? I don't know, but those are a couple names that have been thrown out there.
Yeah,
I've heard Alaric was actually really good.
Yeah,
in the post.
I mean, he'd be a force. He seems like a good athlete.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go with those three. I'll put those three up there.
D. Will a hooper?
I've heard
D. Will's a hoop too, right?
D. Will is too.
Yes.
Yeah. But I've seen him shoot. It's all right.
We actually did find the church league highlights and some photos.
No way.
Well, I know there's photos.
Can you put them up here?
What's that? It's a news hit.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Come on.
I didn't know it made the news. I feel big time.
You're Mathew Stafford.
Wait, this is Detroit news, huh?
Look at this.
Mathew Stafford is a champion. The Lions quarterback won a title last night in Atlanta.
Brad Galley.
Stafford is a church league basketball winner.
Pause this.
His wife Kelly posted this photo.
Look at that squad right there.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? 32.
That's the Duke.
That's the guy you said 6'3".
Yeah, maybe 6'4".
He looks like a tank.
He didn't leave the court much. You know what I mean? He's Earth
Yeah.
was his friend, but he
And Matt Ryan
could
looks
shoot
like
and pass.
Matt Ryan looks like he just died.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
A lot of effort there.
Also on their team, if you can see, Falcons quarterback Matt
Look at us in the
Ryan
matching
and his
shoes.
wife.
That's also why we were had it. The foam
Stafford spent
posits.
their offseason in
Foam
Atlanta,
posits?
and
I had a
apparently
Nike account
they
back
do
then.
so
They're like these.
winning in style.
Isn't that an unfair advantage, though?
Yeah,
They're
it is.
professional
Imagine
athletes.
walking
Come on.
in.
It is an
and
unfair
seeing,
advantage.
Oh, we can win this thing. Holy crap, there are two great quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, that's great. If you can find some video, I
Slow
would love
news
to
day in
I would love
Detroit.
to see him.
Slow news day in Detroit. Great job by the research team. Thank
That
you.
is impressive.
Coming
I'm
from
not
a guy
going to go
0-1
starting
in
five.
horse.
It's-
Yeah, because you
like,
don't think you.
one moment on
you'd-
the
you'd
circus
wanna-
hoop.
Never mind.
The starting five is you want to build a starting five?
Sure.
Okay. Why don't we do it draft style? You go first.
Oh, okay.
Number 1 overall pick.
I'll pick D-Will.
Okay. I'm gonna take. I'll take DK.
Okay. I'll take Puka.
I'll take TJ. Assume that you're on the team and I'm on the team.
Oh.
So you're now the 3. I'm
Okay.
the 3.
I'll take Alaric.
Gosh dang it. I'll take DA.
Okay. Who else did we say could hoop? I don't even know.
I know who my last pick is.
Oh, I'm taking Cephas.
Okay, well I'm taking Big Rob. Now, I mean, who's gonna guard DA and Big Rob?
Well, I'll guard DA.
Yeah, you stood next to him this last time. You stood next
Yeah,
to DA.
I'm just gonna. He won't even get the ball.
Oh
up.
my
Just-
goodness. You're gonna
Box
be playing
out,
with
technique,
Okay, I wonder
fundamentals.
who, you draft a 6 man because you're gonna need someone to replace yourself.
5 fouls in a heartbeat. All right, tennis. You play tennis. Your wife plays
My
tennis.
note here says Matthew says he's pretty good at tennis. That's what it's. Matthew says he's pretty good at tennis.
Taking the words out of my
and
mouth
Kelly
here.
is too.
No, Kelly is she likes to play,
Mhm.
and I know likes to play.
Yep. It's a fun thing to play. Be able to play with your wives. Like I said, it's a
Agreed.
good like.
And it's like a built-in workout. It's just can we get through it without
fight.
a knee swelling or
Oh,
you know,
gotcha.
like that's my
Gotcha.
number one goal when I play.
Gotcha.
Can I just get out of it healthy? But I do love playing. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. Good.
Sean is also a sneaky, really good
Yeah.
player, and
Well, he likes
like
to work his
acts like
story
he's
quick.
not. Yeah, and he like acts like he's not. He's like, oh, I could never play with you guys, and then I hit with him
Isn't
one
that like-
time, and I was like, holy.
Isn't it just crazy when guys like you try to give them a compliment and they're like, nah,
Yeah,
not
I
good.
could never do that. And then he's really good.
Yeah. Like tell someone like, hey, yeah, you're pretty good at golf, and you're like, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
No.
it's the worst. Those guys are the worst.
yeah, they're terrible. I haven't seen him play. So who would win in the singles? Who would win in the singles or doubles match? Let's call it singles.
Yeah, I honestly think he would be.
He's like legit.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just he's got health. You know, like
Yeah.
he'd be able to just keep
Yeah.
going. He's the Energizer Bunny.
In my head, I imagine that he hits the ball as hard as he can every single
Absolutely.
time.
And yeah, there's not a lot of spin. It's a pretty flat ball. I mean,
Yeah.
chest high for him is skimming the top of the net and just coming over with some heat, scooting by me. We play very different games.
Yeah.
He is like flat ball,
Yeah.
heat, and I got a lot of spin.
Yeah. I was invited to that foray, so
Yeah, no,
it's
that's right.
all right.
Have either of you picked up pickleball?
No, so this is an issue with pickleball.
Yeah.
Thing with pickleball, if I'm gonna go out and play a game, I want to get a good workout, a good sweat, like moving around.
Yeah.
Like, I could see this is obviously
Play singles. I've heard it's a good one, but
Yeah.
I don't.
is obviously a setup to make fun of you for being old, but
Yeah.
like you will eventually have to start playing pickleball.
Yeah.
Because you won't be able to keep up.
I know.
But while still young and spry, I don't know why you would play pickleball if you can play tennis.
I agree. I think it's good for vacation, if not every, because tennis is like kind of a skill, like a
No, it
hard
is.
skill to.
More
like,
people can pick up pickleball. a little
Yeah, I
quicker.
mean it's just paddle to
Mhm.
ball, right? Like we can have a decent time.
Yeah.
Don't step in what's the little area?
The kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen. I don't know.
So when I was in 6th grade, my PE teacher taught us pickleball because he was like, "This is the game of the future."
No way.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know it was around back
Yep. 6th grade. Like, this is the game of the future. You guys need to learn it right now. So we learned pickleball in 6th grade.
then. You remember his or her name?
Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark, ahead of your time.
Nick Clark.
Nick.
Wilson Middle School.
Welcome to 9 and Dime, Nick. Between him and what was our halftime performer that we brought back from
Chubby Checker.
Chubby Checker and the Rockettes, man.
But
We're going
that
way
doesn't
back.
seem fair to put Nick Clark,
Coach Nick?
next to Chubby Checker.
Yeah.
Chubby Checker, the twist.
Yeah.
Nick Clark, pickleball.
Ahead of their time.
But he didn't invent pickleball.
Well, of course not. Mr. Pickle did. Dr. Pickle, I'm sure.
It had to have been a doctor. I want to know what he was a doctor of. Who invented pickleball? What doctor invented pickleball, and what was he doctor of?
Yeah.
Okay. While that's going, start to outro us. We'll get the answer here.
Not a doctor for pickleball, invented in 1965. Three men who were all dads wanted to create a game their kids could play.
That's 1965. Three men who are all dads.
Can't convince me one of them wasn't a doctor. I'll say
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
You can say it, but
It was probably one of those liberal arts, though,
Yeah.
where like I said, like you have
Like University of Phoenix
you
online
respect all
doctorate or
rigors of
something?
Academia. Most
Yeah.
people though don't.
Yeah.
And so they didn't get the doctor tag. It's Doctor Dad. One of them was a doctor.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Wanted to create a kids game. Turns out he created an old person's game.
Nice. He did.
Well done.
It's crazy how through time you can just distort people's ideas.
Yeah.
Just take them for your own. You know.
Agreed.
It's a kids game. But here we go. That's it for season 2 of Nine and Dime. It's been fun. I've liked doing these, being able to talk a little bit more about stuff that is pertinent.
Not about the nickel pressuring and 3 going away because we knew we got the back out and it wasn't going to be a simulated pressure. All you had to do cross safety space for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, something other than football. I've
heard
enjoyed
that
listening to you
before
talk.
for some reason.
Me too.
Well, you
But
said
no.
it. So I was
It
like,
no, it has been a fun season. Any favorites? Any favorite moments?
You know, it was fun. It was fun joshing with Mr. Worthington
Yeah, that was
when he
fun.
came in.
You did a nice
I
job.
felt like he was a little uncomfortable with it because I was trying to be forward with him and be like, hey,
Here's what's coming.
here's what's coming.
Yeah.
And tried to like, be like, hey, watch one of these because he had never seen
Yeah.
Mr. Galifianakis.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it, so I
Yeah.
feel like he was kind of caught
A
off guard.
bit lost.
But it ended up being kind of what felt like, in my memory, a kind of good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, I
thing.
was trying to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
agree.
kind of good.
My favorite was probably when Higby brought me my coffee. I
Yes.
liked that. That was
Yes.
good.
I've
Probably
never
one of your
sweated
favorite.
so heavily while like not moving. No, I didn't know what to do.
I know.
I didn't know what to say.
Looking back on that, I felt like a little bit bad for a second or two.
You did feel bad?
For like that long.
That's saying a lot because you usually don't
I
feel
know.
bad about stuff that you do.
I know. I'm a big fan of Dodo coffee,
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
I am. For real. So
Yeah,
I am an
that is
avid
an
full
honest-
price buyer of Dodo coffee.
No, we don't do a
Thought
friends
we
with
were
family
friends, but-
discount.
Guess not. No.
We're friends. I don't feel
Full
like
sled.
I feel
Full
like you
sled
can
for the
just buy it.
beans. Whatever. They're worth it.
They're good.
But yeah, season 2. That's a wrap. Nine and Dime. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and hope you had as much fun as we did.
until next time.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our videos.